What's up, guys, and
Whoa.
welcome back.
We are live.
We are live.
Finally, we are here to watch the top 8 of Street Fighter 5 here at OHN15.
The last top 8 of the day.
Yes, the most exciting one, I hope.
I
Because
hope so as well.
in all due respect, all the top 8s today has been amazing.
Yeah.
It's like every year I say this, it might be very cheesy, but every year OHN brings me the most excitement of the year, and it's improving every year. So
it's improving every bracket.
really good to see.
Every bracket today has just gotten exponentially better.
It's just so good. It's just so good that I'm like almost exhausted, but hopefully I have enough energy to commentate the rest of the Street Fighter 5 top 8
Me too.
today. And of course the lineup is also crazy. If you guys like to see all the brackets and all, it's under the smash.gg OHN.
Smash.gg/OHN15.
Definitely check that out for all the past progresses. But now it is the top 8. It's narrowed down to the best players here in Sydney, Australia.
And we're starting off with one of the many Rashids in this bracket.
God. This is a very big run back from last weekend's Manila Cup.
So
that was a bit of a train, like a Rashid train ride. Like it was literally the sandstorm of the Rashid Trinity last weekend in Manila Cup. And this is another run back that Infiltration must go through. And it is versus Gachikun out of the OMG Alliance of the Rashids.
One of the 4 Rashid players here in the top 8 is Gachikun.
That's right.
Infiltration, one of the lone jury representatives, not only in this top 8, but on the world stage at the moment. So
and this is the loser side bracket as well.
I believe it is, yes.
So, yeah, loser of this has to be eliminated. So
Infiltration
lots
going
on the
down
line.
yesterday to Somniac from
That
Australia.
too. That was very a pleasant surprise.
Yes, for us
for
especially.
the Australian FGC.
Of course, Somniac waiting on the other side of the losers bracket against MAGO, potentially going with Rashid again.
That's right. MAGO has picked up Rashid specifically for the birdie matchup, but now he's competent enough to actually use it for certain matchups depending on his mood. So we'll definitely be waiting to see that if that is the case. But right now it is Infiltration versus Gachikun.
Life pretty even. Infiltration trying to burn the bar to get a bit of space, but Gachikun pretty unfazed. Rashid have such a dominant neutral game that you can burn all the resources you want. It's just such a mission to keep this
wonder
guy out.
if Gachikun or the other Rashids for that matter have actually practiced up against this specific matchup. That was very lucky on Infiltration's behalf, because even I thought that EX Eagle Strike would hit.
Yes.
Very lucky escape there. Yeah, but let us witness if there's any improvement from last weekend's CPT event back in Philippines, and see if there's any difference in the gameplay of these two today, right now.
Nice DP from Infiltration saying, I am not going to respect you, and now he gets to take a turn. Of course, in Tokyo, there are plenty of juries. There are plenty of all characters in the Asia region.
Very good diversity of characters.
Yes, when you have so many good countries that close together, you can play all the matchups. But
one thing that we're envious of.
Yes, but to get a caliber of Infiltration with the jury is very difficult. But Gachikun's got the corner. How will he be able to capitalize? Here's a good start. What's the mix-up?
Oh, okay. He just chooses the right moments to do that risky wake-up setup. Oh, but Gachikun one step further, being able to capitalize that situation to his advantage.
One game apiece here in the first game of top 8.
Now, Infiltration did mention the only thing that is kind of keeping him alive in the neutral game is the fireballs.
Yes.
But of course, Jury needs to charge it up first, so there's a lot of startup time and also the prep time required for that fireball to even happen. But Infiltration, of course, being able to find those opportunities to load up the fireball, but Gachikun not letting her have any this moment.
Just off with the throw, but Gachikun immediately wall jumps up. And how many DPs are we going to see from Infiltration?
Usage of the EXDPs is very calculated. He uses it at the right moment where he gets the reads right on a situation where he's losing on the life lead.
That's right.
And as well as there are certain situations, either hit or on block, where she is minus. Yes. And then to the surprise, using the surprise element of that, being able to use the EXDP to successfully fend off Gachikun's aggressiveness.
And if you're going to make a statement, it's going to be here in game 1. Of course, all of top 8 is 3 out of 5. So if you have anything to say to your opponent, you do it in game 1 right now.
This is very close. Anyone's game right now.
Yes.
Infiltration with full stick of butter as well. Oh, no DP there.
And the overhead.
The miraculous overhead there. But Gachikun has the V-trigger. This is dangerous. He's going to pop it at... Oh, the timing of the EX Eagle Spike. He was like looking for that. He wasn't even backing up. He was actually walking forward and using the momentum together. I think he had his eye on Infiltration's fireball stock. So knowing that Infiltration is going to throw that out, Gachikun was able to successfully counter it with the EX Eagle Spike. Very nice change of momentum.
You see straight away, look at all that grey light melting from Gachikun with a successful anti-air from Infiltration.
Ouch.
He's really just sticking it to Gachikun right now.
Good reset.
He's playing so fearlessly against these Rashids. Infiltration having a Rashid of his own earlier on in this game's life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have played the character to figure out the stuff that he is now doing against the character.
Yes. I mean, Infil was one of those guys who sort of struggled a little bit after he won Evo.
Right.
Once the input lag changed, he had a bit of a character crisis, and Rashid was one of the characters that he knew, but Gachikun says, do you know my Rashid?
Wow.
Going up in this first round of Game 2.
And of course, during that period, he also became a family man also.
That's right.
So congratulations to Infiltration.
Yeah.
Regardless. Nice. Gachikun in the lead right now.
The disrespect being shown by both these players.
Yeah. What an answer, because Infiltration has started that trend of that EXDP tradition.
And that block string with the heavy and EX Tornado's not real, and Infiltration blew it up immediately. More buttons on Wake Up. No one wants to block here. They just want to win.
Abusing that poke range for Jury, very nice. Gachikun gets another chance here. Oh, wow.
What a call.
That actually crossed up. That's really cool. The distance for that jump back was perfect for him to catch him.
And is able to take the round before the Tornado even becomes a factor.
It did become a factor in Sydney this weekend.
Yes,
but
for those interstate competitors.
Including myself, a lot of people had some troubles with their flights, but it has settled down, thankfully, and then we are here to enjoy this exciting moment.
Look at this, just
Gachikun
dashes
once again,
on
yes.
dashes, corner to corner.
Changing the sides. Nice, good read on that. I believe if he does that neutral jump at that distance, as you guys seen, it did evade the Eagle Spike, which to Gachikun's sense, he used it because it is safe. It also evades against the EX spinning mixer as well. Okay. So very well calculated play by Infiltration, but Gachikun already 2 games up. It is definitely a difficult match. Infiltration has to work a tremendous amount of efforts and timing, the calculations, the frame data, and all the things to make sure the gameplay, the game plan that he has put is put on to good use. Potentially the last game, but let's see if Infiltration has some surprise for us.
An explosive first set. These guys just dashing, jabbing, DPing. They want to get this over with. They want to go home.
Nice walk up. And of course, Infiltration showing a good example of the usage of the full charge V skill.
Yes.
I did kind of notice that once he has that stocked up, he likes to just dash away, the back dash away. And then I believe he doesn't even care what range he's in against the opponent. He just keeps his eye on the opponent, and as soon as he walks forward, he will activate it. Catches people just walking. So what kind of tech and research do you have to go through to punish people walking forward? Infiltration definitely gone through the next level to find that out.
I mean, typically, like when you see players at that range, you're expecting Rashid to throw that tornado out. But what does Infiltration know? What is he hiding? How is he going to bring this set back? He's up the first round, but he's got a big hill to climb.
Pretty much using the full potential of Jury's capabilities. So a lot of Jury players around the world rejoice.
If there was one man that was going to bring this character back into the meta,
oh yeah, definitely.
And to the super, this is going to do a fair amount of damage. So what's the follow-up?
Although there's no real manual for you to say or to prove that certain characters have to be played in a certain way, but Infiltration's traditional style of hit and run is definitely working out with Jury as well.
And like you were saying before, even though he had Gachikun cornered, he wanted that distance so he could get that V-skill to become a threat. But Gachikun just carrying him corner to corner.
Lucky break for Infiltration. No meter though to continue the combo.
Light DP and great interrupt by Gachikun, but Infiltration says no. Neither of these guys want to give the other a turn. They just want to steal the round out.
Nice. He does get a little bit of a break.
With the standing middle kick is going to take Game 3, 2-1 to Infil. How will Gachikun respond?
Also beginning to notice that Infiltration is not shy to use the V reversal whenever it's possible to do so. Although everyone kind of already recognizes Juri becomes very powerful with the V trigger active. So he is sacrificing that offensive option to make sure that he gets that distance right. And also be able to V reversal at the right momentum to cut off Gachikun's pressure. Game number 4.
Nice interrupt on the jab. All these forward dashes starting to get punished by Gachikun. But now we got the corner.
Nice.
Such a factor. But then, like you said, the V-reversal immediately
working out for him so far. But yes, it is a big sacrifice because Juri's full potential does become even, active when the V trigger is available.
Yes. But
oh, look at that. 4 for 4, 100% accuracy right now.
And it's the first time we're going to see the V trigger and immediately gets a combo
nice, he caught him pressing buttons. It might be a stun, yes.
And the stun is a factor.
Very smart usage of the reset because Gachikun for sure thought that he will just continue the combo, but Infiltration put a stop to it and just resetted him with the throw. Enough to kill him.
Look at how much meter both these guys have. How are they going to get it?
See?
That's a good way to burn the part.
Yeah, although that EX move is -2, right away, noticing that Gachikun will press buttons with that confidence, he used the EXTP right away.
Yes.
Oh, he's got to get a stun of his own, yes.
In the corner, not going to kill, but this is a very dangerous situation for Infiltration.
Let's see if... Oh, and the EX Eagle Spike.
Anything will do it now for Gachikun.
And the throw. And again, match point for Gachikun this time.
Infil's got the bar, but didn't really pay off from last round. He's going to have to mix up something.
Pressure's on Infiltration right now. Nice DP.
Rashid has so many mobility options. It's so impressive that
delayed
Infiltration can keep him in one spot. But Gachikun just DPs out. Says, hold this. And now again, Rashid has got Juri cornered.
Ooh. Surprised Gachikun not being able to anti-air that. Probably he's also pressured right now.
Yes.
Nice usage. I respect that. Using the meter early on to get that damage. Yes. She does have V still stocked up as well. Good block on the overhead. That was beautiful.
So you saw there at that range when Big Juri doesn't have her V skill charge, that's all Rashid. He can just walk in with that tornado and do whatever he wants.
Good punish.
Nice tech.
Remember, Juri still has that full charge V skill active.
It's so hard for her to get those stocks, but she's just got her back to the wall.
Oh my god, 5 for 5. Infiltration sees the future.
He has not been punished.
Oh, this is dangerous though. Gachikun still under pressure now. Throw. Infiltration does not have EX meter anymore. Last chance for both players. Good throw break.
And what a
And he hits him on the jump back.
Infiltration holds on, and we're going to game 5.
Clutch play by Infiltration. Gachikun also not a slouch in being able to pressure his opponent, but this time Infiltration is one step further, equaling the score 2-2.
The speed these guys are adapting to each other. We were talking about the V reversals. Gachikun immediately adapted with the throws, and then Infiltration jumped back and caught the jump out. Oh. These guys, this is not just a matchup level, this is a player versus player level, and these guys are adapting at such a fast pace.
The game pretty much began as soon as Infiltration teched the throw at the end.
Yes.
From there, it's literally one hit. And Infiltration made the right choice of the jump back, reading the spinning mixer.
Both of these guys look super calm. This set has been back-to-back, super fast, but it's gone the distance. We are going to game 5.
This is only the first set. I'm so excited already. Oh my god. The level of play is incredible.
So Gachikun just walking Infiltration down. He wants that space to get the stocks, but immediately he's already cornered, and now Gachikun's going to throw Lupin.
In the corner now. What's his escape plan? Good tech. No DP this time. Uses a V reversal instead, which is okay.
Nice.
Stays on the front side. Very ambiguous.
Just takes the Grey Life. Infiltration's going to walk out and then take the space to get the stocks once again.
Anti-air. So good. Nice.
Punish on that string.
When there's an opportunity, never give it to any of these players. 6 spikes. Oh my god, this guy. He knows when to EXTP, and it's 100% accuracy.
But you've got to be thinking Gachikun.
Nice. Smart jump out.
Neither of these guys have been able to keep each other cornered. It's just coast to coast constantly with both these characters.
Infiltration didn't cancel the medium kick into anything. Oh!
Just catches him with the jump in, infiltration.
I believe
moves to
Gachikun
match
tried to
point.
dash in. Infiltration did jump at a awkward timing, which actually worked in his favor.
And now Gachikun has no meter.
Infiltration. Oh my god, this
is
person,
ridiculous.
please. Infiltration, the king of EXDPs right
The
now.
DPs you want to do, son. But now he's in the corner.
Successfully stealing that match point opportunity. Infiltration will definitely have that confidence right now. Oh, just denied him. But the tornado is still there.
This is big damage and the corner for Gachikun.
Oh
again,
my god.
The DPs.
I'm side betting right now. If
You're
he does the
side betting?
EXDP next time, it'll hit. It will hit,
no.
and this might be it. Oh my god, the trickiest stuff
And
ever.
infiltration.
That was so risky too.
Infiltration is going to move on. Gachikun bowing out in a very respectable 7th place.
What kind of a caliber of a player would you have to be to use the most risky things in the set that would potentially put you in elimination position? Infiltration, the man with infinite bag of tricks right now. And also, like, I'm just so surprised that his calculation of using the EXDPs,
Yes.
it always works. He used 8 EXDPs in that single set of the first 3 rounds. The first 3 games, sorry, and they all were successful. I would never be able to have the guts to do that.
It's incredible that he fired that. He pulled the trigger so many times and every single one landed.
Oh my god. I think he has gone through so much research
He must have.
that he knows the right timing to do so. If it is reaction, however, that he's become beyond a human level of Street Fighter gameplay to actually react to a button press, but there's no real explanation to this.
And is that it? Is there no explanation going to carry him through to top 8? We'll find out. But in the meantime,
Oh my god.
Australia's lone
We have
representative.
Our final boss, you could so say that Somniac is the only Australian contender left in this top 8.
Australia's final boss playing the final boss. Rock
Final
the
bosses
Bison.
of around the world.
Yes. Recently back from his pilgrimage to the Hong Kong esports event alongside his brethren Falco and ZG. But on the other side is the man, MAGO.
Our favorite FGC celebrity, MAGO-san. And Somniac, of course, I believe he's gone through a lot of research last night just to study up on the current matchup. He did mention MAGO might use Rashid, but doesn't look like that's the case anymore.
And we saw MAGO just before this top 8. He was practicing with some locals. These internationals, they like to do their own thing, but this man, he was preparing for the M Bison.
Of course, representing ViewSonic Dark-Sided, and of course, shout-outs to ViewSonic being able to provide all the monitors at OHN.
Including the ones that are being used on stage right now in Game 1, MAGO versus Som. With the overhead, MAGO.
Interesting choice of engage. Using the Rasenha, Bison doesn't necessarily have a fireball that travels, so maybe there's some secret plan behind it. But
you know, we were talking before about sending a message in Game 1. MAGO says, yo, I got something for you.
All right. It's a
something.
statement. It's a statement. Yeah, he's trying to make a point. Australia's last hope, Street Fighter 5, top 8,
Bias,
Sydney,
boys.
Australia.
Nice throw from Som, but doesn't get anything off it. Of course, Bison has a lot of good air mobility options, and Karen not the best at anti-airing. We'll see how MAGO's able to navigate that.
See if Somniac's traditional style of patient play is gonna put him to his favor. Otherwise, MAGO also really known for not the most aggressive player, but knows when to actually hit and run out.
Yes, and that is really important with Karen. And look at this, the meter I think the meter tells the story here in the neutral. Som's had to burn so much more to get in. And right now, MAGO's chilling on full bar. Look at that grey life. Got Som cornered, and
So
he gets clipped.
He was behind him, although he hit him in the front.
Wait a minute.
Somniac has that secret bag of tricks also. But yeah, MAGO not overextending
Whoa,
anything.
what a whiff punish
But
on the
was
scissors.
Just waiting for that opportunity.
Somniac known for being so patient, but MAGO says, you know what?
Classic
I got
MAGO.
all night, man. You come and whiff something for me, and I'll take this round from you. No problem.
Still keeps his full meter right now. He's not necessarily doing anything on
The
unsafe.
shimmy from MAGO is going to carry Som to the corner and gets clipped by the jump in. That's going to be a stun.
Yeah, I wonder what Somniac did. It wasn't a counter hit, so he didn't really press buttons. He might have not been blocking right. Oh my god, the pressure. It might be just nerves. First game nerves. MAGO did definitely put a statement through Somniac's pace of gameplay, but let's see if Somniac learned anything and adapts to this.
One of the benefits these players have of making it all the way to top 8 is now everything is 3 out of 5. They've got the time to adapt. They've earned the right to play these longer sets.
Yep. And if you need to, you can sacrifice the first game just to test out what the opponent is capable of.
Yes.
And adapt from it.
There's a time and place to go ham, and in a 3 out of 5 set, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So you've got to take the data you can. But MAGO starting just as strong in game 2.
Interrupted, very nice. That is so risky to interrupt the Demon X by Dictator. Down forward heavy punch.
Yes.
Will crush counter you to death.
Bison has so many strong buttons, but you need to know exactly when to take your turn.
MAGO did try something to go under the fireball, but Somniac dashed forward to block the path. Worked out on his favor. Nice wake up. Another attempt. Try to anti-air that too. That's very risky also. Devil Reverse, one of the feared moves in the game altogether. Regardless whether it's normal or the EX version.
And there are 2 types of people in this world. There are the type that went to Twitter to figure out EX Devil's Reverse.
Right.
And then there are the people that went to training mode, like this man, MAGO. Although right now, Somniac has something to say about this first round.
That is so ambiguous. Wow. So, like, you can activate that at any point in the air.
Right.
But the direction will dictate where the opponent character was on the way down of the Devil Reverse.
Yes.
MAGO kind of dashed in real early, allowing Somniac to turn around for that Devil Reverse to hit. I don't think even MAGO was ready for it. Yeah.
And Somniac, even though he's known as a turtle, he knows how to turn it on like that.
Yeah.
And even someone like MAGO is going to get caught by his tricks. But
It's
look
all
at how
in
much
the
bar.
experience.
Oh,
Punish.
no.
Very nice.
We're seeing some nerves on the side of MAGO as well, perhaps. Oh, that's big damage.
Solid
Off a jab.
by MAGO.
And the corner.
Good awareness.
The corner is now a factor here for poor
Dashing
Somniac.
right in. MAGO in the comfortable position right now.
Sommy's swinging, he knows.
Using the fireball as a shield. Oh, bit too overextended there. MAGO also dropping some combos here.
Not the biggest punish from Som, but he'll take it.
MAGO also showing that he's human. Gotta watch out. MAGO still, MAGO has full meter and also almost full V trigger meter as well. Interrupted.
Will he spend it? No, he drops out. And what a shimmy from MAGO. Able to take the second round with no meter spent. This is such a scary round for Somniac, but he has the bar of his own to work with.
MAGO has been doing really well, interrupting some of the dangerous strings that Somniac has been putting, which is either the standing heavy kick or the Demon Axe. This time, it works on Somniac's favor to crush counter MAGO.
Tries a shimmy of his own, but ends up getting cornered.
Behind him, wow. At least it was to successfully block it.
But now Som's got to go. Will he spend it to get out? Yes, he will, and MAGO will just sit there.
He must know the right distance to actually make that very ambiguous, and lands on the side that he wants to be.
But wait a minute, MAGO might have something to say here.
Coast to coast.
Som to the corner, got another bar. It gets clipped.
MAGO tried something, maybe anti-air, but didn't really time it right. Activates.
And he punishes, and MAGO.
This might be it. It does a lot of damage, but the combo started from a standing light kick. So the scaling works as Somniac is still in the playing field.
He's got a bar, got some V-trigger. Will he be able to pull this one back? Nice tech, but anything's going to do it
behind
for MAGO.
him.
Uh-oh.
Once again, he might dash forward. Oh, but MAGO
tried
well
the dash
aware.
Shenanigans, but MAGO says, no. No.
That's when awareness and also experience kicks in, where you kind of expect Bisons to dash through the character, and MAGO was definitely ready for it.
It doesn't matter who you are. At that point, when you're that down on life, you need to pull out something big, and MAGO was fully ready, locked and loaded.
Somniac opting to go straight into game number 3. Must be something that he's planning. But MAGO currently, although he had some critical moments, was able to bring out his expertise to the fullest to defend off Australia's last hope in the Street Fighter 5 top 8, OHN15.
Van nearly evades stun and gets a shimmy of his own.
Maybe he wasn't sure either. He didn't really cancel into anything. It was a good shimmy, backdash shimmy by Somniac.
Again, finds himself cornered. MAGO tries to challenge that time. Som gets a bit of space. Now it's his turn to play.
Miraculous slide. Oh, unfortunate. MAGO also dropping the combo.
And that's going to be the round. MAGO moves to match point.
MAGO wins in that scramble battle.
MAGO has just been so confident in this neutral the entire set. No matter how many EX Devil's Reverse Som has thrown out, MAGO has just let him take his turn and has beaten him fair and square.
Because MAGO, although he was trying to challenge all the Devil Reverse situations, it wasn't that he was getting hit while trying to defend against it. He got hit while trying to challenge that.
That's right.
That shows the sign that even Somniac, although his moves successfully hit, there's a concern that it might be something where MAGO does a successful anti-air.
But wait a minute. Som says, hold on. I got signs of life here. I'm not going home just yet.
Still alive. Still match point for MAGO though.
Match point for both. Oh, match point for MAGO.
Once
Game
again,
point for
good
both
try.
these players.
MAGO has a lot of different attempts to escape that situation, but Somniac.
Look at the difference in how Som was able to capitalize with his meter this round.
This is dangerous though, you gotta watch out. Karin has full everything. That's when Karin is so scary.
And the trade is going to do it for
that
Somniac. Som puts one on the board for Australia.
Still has a chance.
And look at these players, both totally composed. It's
Very
another day at the
focused right
office
now.
for both of these guys.
Somniac actually allowing MAGO to take a second and take a deep breath means a lot.
Player one privilege, man. Player one privilege. Nice jab from MAGO. Just checks that Devil's Reverse again and again this whole set.
Let's see if the confidence boost actually is going to help him with the rest of the round, but MAGO, of course, never underestimate, especially the 2D god himself.
He's picking such good ranges to jump at Somniac. Bison not known for his anti-air options, and has really been able to stick it to him again and again from the air.
Ooh, the
Nice
delay.
confirm.
This is match point once again for MAGO.
Now you saw that MAGO deliberately, he could have stunned him a little bit earlier, put him a pixel perfect out of there, so anything would have done it to make sure the scaling didn't kick in, allowing him to kill with that stun with no bar required, or 1 bar required.
So was the previous game really a mercy game? We'll find out if Somniac is able to actually capitalize on this opportunity that he's still got.
MAGO's up on rounds, he's up on meter,
Nicely confirmed.
he's up on life.
Reversal. So MAGO also, of course, he will definitely respect this situation right now against Somniac, because right now Somniac kind of has nothing to lose. He's the one who has to, he's the one who can actually play on his full potential right now.
Yes, Australia's lone representative. He's proved it, he's made it all the way here.
So was that what he wanted to test out? Jump back jab actually working on his favor, defending against the EX Devil Reverse. Not this time though.
And what we saw last game with Somniac's ability to use his meter has not paid out. He's just burning this bar and MAGO's just eating it. And now look at the grey life building up.
Reversing the reversal.
For V reversal. This is so scary for Som. Oh, no!
This might be reset. Oh, good block by Somniac. Try to escape with the EX stomp, but does not work out. Gets hit on the way up, and MAGO advances to the next round. Well done to Somniac. Definitely showed and proven that the Australian talent can definitely make it into the top 8 and pair against all these international top players.
Yes, we are on their level. We went out there, we proved what we needed to do, and Somniac, he kept up that set, so congratulations to him.
Hopefully this was an encouragement to all the other FGCs around the world. Although there's a lot of international threat coming to your land, you guys definitely should have the right abilities and talents who can play among the same level as these guys.
You can live on a big floating island in the middle of nowhere with the most booty internet known to man, and you can still make top 8 at a Capcom ranking event.
Let's not name that country.
Let's not name that country.
I have so much sympathy for that country, the big floating island.
I like how you say that
with terrible
country.
internet.
Mr. World
I just
Warrior.
gave it away. Sorry, guys. But yes, so well done to Somniac for coming this far, and of course all the other Australian talents who made it to very close to coming to top 8 yesterday in the pool stage. But
And
right now,
while it may be over for the Australian representatives, it is not over for Street Fighter V. We're going over to the winner's side of the bracket with ZOWIE's Oil King versus DNG Tachikawa. Now these guys have played time and time again. These guys are at every single event they can play at. So there's going to be no surprises for characters or players, I'm assuming. I'm assuming we're going to see Rashid on the side of Oil King, and Tachikawa got one of the scariest Sabukis around, despite being one of the young guns on the circuit.
also, I don't know if I can say this. This is the first time I see, well, not first time. It's really rare to see Oil King wear full-length pants.
No shorts.
He's always wearing shorts in the stage. So shout out to pants.
Shout outs to pants.
Pants are great. Nothing wrong with shorts.
Nothing
and
wrong with
a gentlemanly handshake. All right, so let's see if Oil King's Rashid Can do some work against Tachikawa.
Look at how comfortable Tachikawa is. Emptying all his pockets onto that table. He knows he's going to be in for a long set here. 3 out of 5. Immediately going with the Ibuki. He's ready. And no surprises with the characters here.
This is going to be a scramble-heavy matchup. Both characters capable of doing so much shenanigans to each other.
And Oil King, while Rashid may be the flavor of the month here in Season 2, Oil King was one of the original Rashids all the way back from Season 1. And it looks like we're on the grid, so they're going to take a bit more time to go fix that stage up. But, yeah, Tachikawa...
They might want to... I don't know if they're aware.
Yeah, no, they know what's up.
Okay. Professionals
these
know what's
guys,
up.
They've played in a CPT top 8 or 2.
They don't
know
need
what's
TOs
up.
to say anything. They just do it themselves.
Yes.
This is the FGC, guys. We are all on the same level and equally deserve all the respect for their contributions in the FGC, whether you're a player, you're a TO, you're someone running the stream, you're walking around yelling people, their brackets are up, all that. They all deserve equal amount of respect.
Wait, we got it again?
What are the chances?
We got it. I'm pretty sure random select you can't get the grid, so someone be mashing.
They got to put that into the code.
No, I'm pretty sure it's already there. I'm pretty sure random select you cannot get the grid, but we'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Am I
Otherwise, before I believe they just they were kind of not forced, but if in a situation like this, they just went to the Capcom the Ring of Destiny stage.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. But of course,
It was already
not
on
to make any more
random.
delays.
Who knows?
Went
They
straight
just went
to
straight
New
to the
Zealand.
waterfall. If random doesn't work, you go ahead and pick it yourself.
Let's go straight to New Zealand waterfalls.
Oil King versus Tachikawa, Rashid versus Ibuki. This is going to be a high
Taiwan
octane match.
versus Japan. Here we go.
So Oil King backing off, whiffing jabs.
Oh, okay.
all over the
Tachikawa,
screen.
I've never seen Tachikawa try this early game. Trying to see if Oil King goes ham, but both players are trying to play lightly right now.
Nice anti-air from Tachikawa.
Good juggles.
So optimal. But look at Oil King. He's just refusing to sit still. But Tachikawa got the buffer on deck. He's unfazed.
Gotta watch out for that Eagle Spike. The advanced version of Eagle Spike and the spinning mixer. So dangerous.
But wait a minute. Tachikawa cornered Oil King.
Tachikawa had the right idea of staying back because he was aware of the wall jump, but still, Oil King gets out of the corner successfully. Mix-ups on the other side.
And round 1 going the way of Tachikawa.
I think it's kind of proven that's humanly impossible to react to know which side they are in.
Yes.
So they gotta kind of make the right judgment based on the previous gameplay, but this is the first game, so this is a time that they have to invest in to research the opponent right now.
And you saw Oil King in the first round was going back and forth, but every time Tachikawa sticks out a button in the neutral, he's got a DP behind it ready to go.
Yep.
Or an EX kunai in this case. Where are we going?
Once
behind
again. You cannot tell where she is.
No.
Real ninja.
But Oil King was ready for the dash. It doesn't matter how many times he gets mixed up. He's ready. He knows what's real. He knows what's fake. And
Hit
right now,
confirms into the V trigger.
and cornered is Tachikawa, but immediately gets
Cornered
out.
himself, yeah. This is where the neutral game begins. Jumps in, Tachikawa with the engagement. Oh,
Oil King
How
just
did that
taken to
work?
the skies. Maybe one of the down one, but regardless, gets to confirm.
Tachikawa's getting hit, pressing buttons
Why,
on
that
Oil
crossed
King's
up?
jump in.
Oh,
All right, well, Oil King tried to escape the situation, but Tachikawa standing strong on that defensive position.
no! And drawing first blood. Look at him. He's rubbing his hand to go, yes, yes. Winners finals, thank you. That's where I want to be. But Oil King's like, nah, I'm cool. Let's go. Game
Looks
2.
looks like both players kind of figured out something. Let's see if they show any changes on this game. Game number 2. Oil King from Taiwan,
You've got to assume that both these players
from Japan.
have more than 2 rounds worth of tricks. Oh, no.
Oh, bit overextended there. Not the best punish also, because I believe the normal version of the uppercut does not crush counter.
No.
So it's also kind of it's kind of a habit that kicks in. When you see an opponent with, or you block their reversal attempt, and automatically you kind of, because you practice the most optimal combo, happens to be the one that starts from a
You
crush
want
counter.
that crush counter.
Yeah.
And when you don't get it, sometimes
But
you
you
don't get
gotta
the
be
combo.
aware that certain reversals do not trigger
Yes.
the crush counter.
But Oil King just running away with that round. Got all the meter in the world, but so does Tachikawa immediately -2 into the DP. But nice challenge from Tachikawa.
Oh, nice.
Where are we going? Got
This
back
time,
to the corner, says Oil King.
the fidget spinner working in his favor.
Oh,
Oh, the
and
parachutes.
sails
We have
out.
some PUBG action right now. Straight into Pachinki. Nice.
It's just so hard to pin either of these guys into the corner. Rashid bouncing off the walls, Ibuki taking to the skies, but
That crouching heavy punch, so good.
yes.
Straight into his face, throws him into the corner. Oh, went for some risky mix-up there, but Oil King not having any of that. Activates the V-trigger. Cross up.
Oh, no. And right now, Oil King, one hit away.
EX to get out of the corner safely, but he jumps in straight away.
Uh-oh, and we got a block mix.
He's gonna block this. He has to block. Oh, what a block by Oil King.
Wait
Once
a minute.
again,
Wait a minute.
he blocked it twice,
And
but
the
the
shimmy.
follow-up mix-up for Tachikawa, he was always ready for that.
And you saw before the bomb came out, every single time Tachikawa did an unsafe command dash, Oil King checked it, but he was just so scared with the bomb waiting behind him. And Tachikawa able to tie it up here in the second game.
He was so focused on blocking the bomb, he kind of let loose when Tachikawa was still on his favor, framed otherwise.
The layers of the mix-ups with the Zabuki, but again, when there's only the one layer, Oil King is ready.
Tachikawa also escaping that with the EXTP there. It was a bit risky, works on his favor though.
Into the tick throw, backs up, and then Oil
If
King.
both heavy attacks trade, does not trigger a crush counter there.
Uh-oh. And
Oh,
is
and
that going to
the
be
throw.
enough? No.
Not enough, really?
But
It's
the
gonna
one hit from the
chip-
super.
Yeah. I don't think in that situation, Ibuki really can't do anything. Even the EXTP that is slightly invincible, she will land right on the super.
And I believe V-reversing out is the most common response to a lot of these supers, but Rashid's critical art is just because it's a single hit that does so much block stun.
Definitely.
That was game, set, match. And
This is the
Tachikawa
win for
takes a
Play
moment, but
One.
now we're going straight back into game 3.
Score is now 1-1 in this first to 3 set. Oh, a bit risky there. Doing the roll shadow step.
What a conversion
Solid
from
combo.
Tachikawa. But Oil King,
Immediately escaping the corner.
nice buffer.
Oh, good awareness too. He hits on the back of the animation, so
Put it
it's
back
really
in the
good
corner.
anti-air.
But then Tachikawa, right as we say that, these characters, you cannot pin these characters in the corner. You take your small victories, but you know they're going to get out at some point.
Oh, the jump in trades. That jump in attack, heavy kick or heavy punch by Rashid, so good sometimes. It at worst it trades with the right anti-air. Although he chosen the right anti-air to try to retaliate against it. Oh, hits on the jump back.
What a conversion. And
Or jump.
Tachikawa,
This might be. Oh wow, the composure by Tachikawa.
the young man disrespects.
Staying strong till the end, using that EX. That was the only thing he could have possibly done, and it worked out on his favor.
And you were talking before about Rashid's jumping normal. While it may be easy to anti-air one or the other, it's very hard to get a...
Just so good.
Yes, especially when they mix it up. It's hard to find a one-size switch all, especially when you have no EX. Like Tachikawa, but he's got one bar and he's got the corner now. Uh-oh. This is such a bad look for Oil King. And the whiff into the buttons. The Ibuki player special.
That Loki though, so tricky. A lot of characters are capable of doing that too. The Cien mix-up. Which way do you block them?
He might not be here in Australia physically, but he's here in spirit with the mix-ups. The Cien.
Happy birthday to him, by the way. It was his birthday recently. So, yeah.
Shout outs to Cien.
Would love to always welcome him to the land of free.
The land of the free.
I mean, we have the word free on the first line of our national anthem.
That's true.
So, yeah. I mean, we admitted it. All right, game number 4. Tachikawa in the lead now, 2-1. Using the V skill, the full charge one. Getting some spacing there.
Oddly reserved at the start of this round of both these guys before they get the meter, but as we say that, Oil King opening Tachikawa, getting the corner and almost the stun.
Good conversion also.
Where are we going?
It's one of the best V reversals in the game as well.
But Oil King tries to corner Tachikawa. He's just bouncing way back
Yeah,
out.
Tachikawa just wants that space. He's got to find another opening right now.
Takes
EX.
a turn with the EX, but Tachikawa grabs him out
throw.
of it. Oil King backs up. Now he's going to take another turn with this tornado. Throws him into it. A little bit too far.
0 on block.
Again catches a command dash. Oil King has been so consistent with
Oh,
that.
gotta watch out. No anti-air from both players right now. Mix up. Good blocks, but the follow-up.
Will there be a reset? No, goes for the hard knockdown and gets to the throw to take it.
Uses that momentum on his favor. Tachikawa ends it with the throw.
And moves to match point.
Let's see if Oil King can survive this round. Now, once again,
no,
see?
the
He
Rashid jump
cleanly
in.
he booked his back medium. He's the king of all the heavy attacks on ground and on the air.
Yes, just throw him out.
He's literally the heavy weapons right now.
The heaviest of weapons.
Both heavy punch, kick, ground and air, so good.
There we go. Tries to frame trap, Tachikawa doesn't bite.
No punish because it was too far, but Oil King, a little bit of a risky setup there. Jumping in was, I don't think it was necessary, but now Tachikawa taking full advantage of that.
And how he takes it, is this going to be enough? He
Might
may
be able
need one
to-
more mix-up.
yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't. And Tachikawa is going to advance to winner's final. 3-1 over Oil King.
Oil King still will be able to play on his last life left in the loser's bracket, so we'll see him later in the brackets.
And on the other side of the winner's bracket, we have the man who has been representing Manat.
Cyclops Goichi, one of the known anime game gods. Now, he's pretty much met his main character, I think. The
I think
character
so.
suits him so well.
An execution and creativity heavy character. Manat definitely fits him like a glove. And the last couple of weeks, we've seen him very publicly showcasing his journey.
Yeah, all the tech. Look at him, like,
Yes.
proudly wearing all the medals, too, from all the other games he entered.
I believe he won KOF. He got 3rd in Guilty Gear.
Nice.
And now he's here in Winners Top 8.
Also a
Street Fighter
king
5.
of all trades, really.
Jack of all trades, master of all trades.
That's really, like, that is so hard to do, you know?
Yes.
In anything, really. But Goichi showing that in the FGC, anything is possible. But yeah, I mean, big respects to Goichi as well. Like, you would expect that since you're on a stage where CPT points are on the line, you would think that he would use the character that he's mainly been putting time on. Manat's only been out for a couple weeks.
Yes.
And he's used it from the beginning until top 8 right now. So there might be more stuff that's hiding. We may be able to witness that right now against Moke.
Clearly, he's comfortable.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
He's clearly comfortable. And
Comfortable, confident, and all the tech that he's practiced for, he's going to put it out on the field.
And you know the second that this man feels that he can't deal with Manat, he's got an Ibuki, he's got a Chun, he's got a guy. This man has
The
so many
backup
tricks in
characters
his
are
bag.
so good that if he did make any mistakes with Manat, he's not concerned at all.
Why would you ever, like, you of course you're going to be confident when you have that many good, strong characters in your pocket.
And very competent with them as well,
Yes.
as he's proven in many other global stages for the CPT circuit. And he has been a killer since the beginning of Street Fighter V Season 1. And until now, he's been putting work to make sure that his performance in Street Fighter V is also consistent.
Like so many other players, he saw the opportunity. He said, I can do this with games, and he came to Street Fighter V, went straight to the top with Chun-Li Season 1, continued that trend with Ibuki in Season 2.
Wait a minute.
Maybe he's going to be continuing the trend with Manat.
Wait a minute. He's actually gone to Ibuki. He's not messing up.
Nah.
Showing a bit of a fan service. We were all going to be disappointed. We were going to be, oh, really? But then he
These
brings out...
streamers, man, these personalities,
These guys know how to, you know, please the crowd.
they do.
Brings out the bandaged, mummified Manat.
And of course, we've been talking all this about Goichi, but Moke, one of the online warriors of Japan, doing so well, but making a name for himself online, is here in Sydney at OHN15 against Goichi, game 1.
Also, my concern is just character archetype-wise. While Manat is very heavily designed to be defensive.
Her
Rashid-
wake-up is so bad.
Yeah, so Rashid can actually technically bully her.
Yes.
Let's see if Goichi can actually handle that pressure.
And you can see how active Goichi's defense is. Heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch. He doesn't want to have to deal with this Moke pressure, but lo and behold, here he is in the corner.
This is where Goichi has to make the right decisions to escape the situation.
And look at how much he's blocking, but that grey life has been building up, and now the V-trigger's there.
Nice.
And here we go, combo video. Are we going to see a reset?
Let's go for full damage, which I respect.
Into the hard knockdown. Goes for the throw. That's big damage and gets himself out.
Nice. Since also Manat's anti-air options are very limited, sticking to the one that works the best, the jump back light punches or the kicks.
But after all that, Moke just carries him straight back to the corner.
Good read.
Goichi has to hold all of this. Manat does have a 3-frame, but that's about all she has going for her on defense. Her V-reversal is terrible.
Oh, find an opening right there, Moke with the jump in.
Yes.
Goichi's, well, yeah, Manat does have a 3-frame move, which is a standing light kick. But the concern is that the range is very small.
That's right.
So it can be easily shimmied out. So that's a risk right there.
So the story of this set is going to be how can Goichi keep Rashid out. Moke, he has so many ways of getting in, and Manat just has so few defensive options. Goichi needs to be on point to keep this character out and make sure when he approaches it's on his terms with that ball out.
Yeah.
But you can see Moke.
It is forcing your opponent to kind of stay back.
Yes, and look, Moke refuses to come through it. Both these characters, even on live, and he won't
Right
move.
now, this might, while it seems funny, they're both making the right decisions.
Yes.
So once the ball is up, because once it's been called, you got a risk of getting hit also at a very surprising moment. And also, if you do block it, it is +3, so it's still an advantage for Manat.
Now wait a minute. Goichi presses buttons right at the right time. He's got an opportunity.
Reset. Oh, good blocks by Moke.
Moke
How
sees
about
the
the
Twitter feed.
overhead?
He knows what's up. But the wall just walks out of all range. Nice jump back.
Nice dive kick range and good hit confirms also.
So difficult to keep track of that orb, but you saw Goichi knew exactly when to retract it and then caught him jumping back, confirmed into the super for the round, but look at how much bar Moke has going into the third round here.
So although we did have concerns of Manat's defensive abilities, Goichi showing us the right examples to use Manat to its full potential.
We're worried about Manat's defensive capabilities, not Goichi's defensive capabilities.
Oh, yeah, it's a different story.
Yes.
It's a different chapter altogether.
But right now, Moke says, what about my offensive abilities?
Yeah, he's doing the typical Rashid stuff. This is the Rashid stuff that everybody has to go through, and Moke with the first game advantage.
Clip my throw loop on Twitter. You can have all the fancy V-trigger setups you want, clip my throw loop.
This is equally good or even better
Yes.
than all the efforts you put through for that fancy combos.
How many buttons you want to press? I'm going to press 2. Light punch, light kick, and I'm going to hold forward and do it again.
Just multiple times, so rinse and repeat. 2 buttons all the way. Game number 2. So Goichi, it's also a question of whether he's going to actually go back to his original character.
Yes.
But Goichi decided to stick with Manat for now.
Okay, they're able to open him up, relatively even on life, but Goichi managed challenging and getting all that space he needs once again.
Very unsafe slide there. Ouch.
Time to guess.
Bro, we've seen this before, right? Oh,
I think I saw it on Twitter once.
yeah. Apparently it was better than that Manat combo.
Yeah. Oh,
my
buddy
God.
gets it with the one hit, and that's going to be an easy round for Moke.
Yeah, I think Moke is in a comfortable position right now. Goichi is the one who actually have to come up with a new strategy right now.
And he's having such a harder time keeping out Moke compared to the first game. It might be time for a switch after this game, but we'll see how Goichi reacts. Not out yet in this second game.
Oh, using that standing heavy kick. The heavy weapons of Rashid working on Moke's favor to defend against Manat's crystal orbs. But if Goichi's stress level goes over 9,000, he might actually pull out his Ibuki. But we will see if that is the case. Let's see how this game unfolds.
He's got the bar to work with. He could have, I mean, the V-reversal didn't get punished. That thing has a ton of recovery. And maybe not a safe range on that spike, but Moke gets up relatively unscathed anyway.
Good spacing with that drill as well. Make sure that it's the lower body so that it is plus on block. Once again, this is just a fight for the positioning right now. Yeah.
And the ball's out, but Moke doesn't have to cop anything.
Ball's out. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Staying patient.
far.
Goichi doesn't really have to overextend anything, except that jump in was really risky. Just stay back while Moke has that V-trigger ready.
You see that second Goichi retracted that ball, Moke tried to approach, but Goichi had the normals ready and tied it up.
Keeping his position mid-screen. Did not have to do anything to overextend and risk his positioning.
And look at how much bar is on the side of Goichi. He didn't have to spend that much that round. That round, he just grinded Moke down, and he's got all this bar to work with.
Also, once again, good example of that defensive capabilities, and of course, using the very long-range neutral jump heavy kick to defend against the EX spinning mixer as well. Because once she has the balls, the orb with her, most of her normal range is increased with the trade-off of a slower startup.
Yes.
That was a
And
bit too
what
risky.
a bait from Moke. Knew that Goichi had limited defensive options. Nothing. It is going to be
Wow.
enough, and he goes up 2-0.
Maximum and optimal punish for that situation by Moke. Goichi contemplating a little bit. Is he like, did he have a secret note in his hand or something?
This
Or
is the
he's looking at his
big
palms,
win
thinking
for
about it.
player two.
Is he gonna play again, or is he going to pick his main chicken, or previous main chicken?
He's got there are too many chickens.
He's got too many chickens to work with. Shoutouts to also for, what was it again?
Just Fry, one of the
for
official
providing
sponsors.
us free chickens throughout the weekend. Oh my god.
You could have found your main chicken here at OHN15, but Goichi says, no, I found it here in Manat. Sticks with her for
Choosing
game
the
3.
Manat flavored chicken right now. Let's see if this is gonna work on his favor. He did think about something. Let's see if that strategy comes to play.
Maybe going through those Twitter highlight reels, trying to figure himself out. Here's one of his own. What's the mix-up going to be? Moke just jumps out and throws him out of the orb release.
Lucky that he was able to get that throw before the orb was able to hit him, because on the way back, it does have a different speed. Let's see. Still
Nice
a bit of a
evasion
neutral
from
punish.
Moke.
No punish there. Instead, Goichi decided to jump, dash in with Menat having one of the slowest dashes in the game also. It's very risky to dash in general.
Another grind around here, but Moke gets an opening. Manat has the bar.
Let's see if Goichi can use the full potential of the meter right now. He's got to fully stop. He's got to use it at some point. There it goes.
Moke knows anything will do it, just backs way up, says, Goichi, you go ahead and spend those orbs. I'm just going to go chill over here. And then he knows only one clip is going to be
too far.
needed. But wait a minute, it gets clipped. And he's got
You
super.
have to use the super, yes. Nice usage of the orb as well from the dive kick. The dive kick, although it's very unsafe at that height, if it hits all the gets blocked off a body, he released the orb just in time to actually cause a counter hit, because Moke thought he could punish him clean. That was not the case.
Oh no, that was way too high on that dive kick.
In the corner now. Oh, this is just fight for space at the moment. He's gonna escape the corner, otherwise he has to work it out. See if Moke runs out of pressure ideas, but Goichi still nice, good anti-air finally, and the sweep, escaping the corner right away.
Nice anti, and now stun is a factor for Moke. Goichi activates, he smells blood. And catches him
And
with
the
the
stun.
lows, and the
Goichi
super's going to be there.
Catches a break. He's gonna use the CA to finish it off. Oh, just gonna show us some combo videos. Even better.
Clip that.
Yeah.
Clip that.
Clip it right now, nice.
Ooh, and Goichi puts one on the board.
So whatever strategy that he has written secretly on his palms definitely worked out.
Menat wins.
Got another 2 games to go potentially, otherwise Moke will have to use the strategy that allows him to win rather than being able to just play comfortably.
So you saw Goichi really just grinded Moke down and then was able to clutch it out 2 rounds in a row
don't
with the
think he
super.
wanted that.
Definitely not, but Moke says, you know what, I'll take it.
Even Goichi gets nervous sometimes.
Oh,
the
and a
jumping.
big jump.
Yeah, the standing medium punch, while it's a really good poking tool for Menat, it's got a really, really long range, and the recovery is huge. That I believe most characters at range, you can't even punish it with a sweep, so it's very risky to poke out in general.
And you see there was only 1 or 2 jump-ins from Moke, and Goichi is bleeding now. He wasn't able to get much off his V-trigger, now Moke is just comfortably chilling.
No punish there either. Yeah, with the orbs allowing the extra range, like I mentioned before, the startup of some of the normals gets slower, so it'll be harder to punish at some situations. There.
Not a
Even
big
though you
punish.
can punish, that's the most that you could do at this point. Oh, very risky jump in. Still works out for him. Oh, he niced the EX Eagle Spike.
But has to respect that tornado. Now Goichi can block it, but that's going to be the end of his
Side.
string. And time is on the side of Moke. Should this round go the distance, but it may not even be a factor as Goichi activates again.
He
And
presses a button a bit too hasty and gets caught by the fireball. Match point for Moke.
but Goichi with the bar, will he be able to bring it back? He's been trying to grind it down, but the problem is that the risk reward for jumping is so much in the favor of Rashid that Goichi just needs to be so on point. Otherwise, the round could be over in an instant.
They're both at that optimal positioning, fend off each other. Moke can kind of chill at the moment with this lead in the score. And he's got to put in that extra work right now.
And while those crush counters may not lead to a ton of damage, that V-trigger is such an important part of Manat's gameplay. So he will take that. Even though there's no damage, he knows that damage, he's putting it away for later. Once that V-trigger pops, he's going to get that damage back. But right now, Moke says, no, I'm in the corner.
Oh,
Hold this real quick. Uh-oh, gets clipped.
Okay.
And the shimmy.
Gotta guess once again. Here we go. Wake up jab. Very, very brave of him to do so. The delayed EX spinning mixer.
Moke smell bloody. He wants to close it out.
Throw loops.
Oh,
well,
no.
wait a minute.
4 orbs for Goichi. Moke doesn't take the bait.
This
Blocks
time
the
he
overhead.
respects the orb. Nicely blocked by Moke.
This is going to be so hard for Goichi now. Without the orbs, he's not going to build anything back with such little life.
Goichi has some of that expendable EX meter.
But anything's going to do it for Moke at this point, really. Able to jump
right
out.
over her, yes.
No.
He was baiting for something. Yeah.
But weak punish. 10 seconds on the clock, though. You know Moke is just going to try and run it out.
It's still possible. It is very possible.
He's just going to eat the throw. He
2,
knows.
1,
And
hit.
that's it.
Ah, unfortunate. And Moke advances to the next round.
Good stuff to
And
Moke. And
yeah, that's not the final Rashid you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of Rashid
you're going to see a
throughout
lot
the
of
weekend.
Rashids.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see the end of the Manat. Props to Goichi for sticking it out in the winner's bracket. He's just knocked down to the losers. We're going to see more of him very shortly, but clearly he's confident enough to let it rock with the Manat. And, you know, he's got the loser side to work with. He's got more games under his belt to play
so
with.
it was
should he
solely
need
his
it.
decision to stay with Manat. I mean, some of the fans would have thought he would have been better off picking Ibuki or other stronger character that's been known, but Manat probably not just aiming for the victory, also trying to make a point for his own gameplay, and as well as for those who are now going to play against Goichi, have to worry about his Manat from now on.
I mean, being a sponsored player, you have the opportunity to play on the tour so many times throughout the year, and maybe he sees OHN as an investment.
Sure.
Manat may be quite raw, quite new for him, but he's seeking CPT 2017, maybe 2018, the finals.
The bigger picture,
The bigger
right?
picture.
Yeah. As a player, as you want to develop your skill level, it is also something that you develop as a person, really. Like being able to play a certain amount of characters or a specific character in a competitive game and then putting it to work in tournament results is a great achievement. So Goichi, of course, was once known as one of the gods in the anime scene. Now he's putting work in the Street Fighter V community.
And now we've got Goichi going up against Jury with Infiltration. Manat versus Jury. Innovator versus Innovator. The Manat versus the Jury.
I think the two most creative players in this current scene right now. Infiltration with his unique playstyle, being able to switch his style instantaneously whenever he wants. And of course, Goichi with his non-stop pressure and the kind of the adaptation from how he used to play his anime games in the past. And this is, of course, one of the rarest matchups that you'll ever see in Street Fighter V. Jury, not the most popular character, plus a new character to the scene.
Yes.
What he confirms?
Nice shimmy.
Shimmies. Of course, Jury with a really good walk speed and the throw range. One of the very mobile characters in the game.
And while Jury's may be unexplored a little bit, her offense is going to remain the same.
Ooh,
but
now.
Goichi says, no, my character has the offense.
All right, so I've just noticed that Infiltration style of being able to freely use V reversals whenever is not going to work when Manat has orbs ready.
No.
Because as soon as he does the V reversal, Manat will throw out those orbs to punish that.
The fact that those orbs come out on button release means that so many options may come off the table on the side of Infiltration just because those orbs can come out at any time.
Unexpectedly.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a risk. Infiltration, I hope he's aware of that too.
But it didn't matter so far in this first round. Infiltration drew first flush.
Nice, using that low forward, abusing the slow speed of Manat's forward dash. This is the moment where you see Infiltration being defensive, and he does not have the fireball stocked up. Once it's stocked up, this is when he goes in. Of course, gets hit on the low.
Flipped.
Any normal that she throws out when the orbs are active can potentially be converted into a big damaging combo. So you cannot sleep on her, even though if you got hit something very far away.
But likewise, with this Feng Shui engine, any normal now could be the same story for the jury.
Yeah. I mean, in principle, both characters kind of have that same concept of being able to bring out some explosive damage. What a reaction, but
too slow on the critical art. And gets it anyway. Goichi's got to be happy with that one.
Those
able to clutch it out.
on-point reactions, but the travel speed of that crystal wasn't really the best at that range.
It's like we were saying, he's using this tournament for data. And he knows now never to do it again at that range, but sometimes you got to do it.
That single situation was enough for Goichi.
And how many did they not work against gachikun, those DPs, and Goichi immediately baited it out. But Infil coming back, but eats the wake up 3 frames, only to DP again.
Once again. Of course, you cannot throw out the orb if you're blocking or getting hit. Oh my god, this man with the EXTPs. He only missed 1 out of like 10 right now.
And Infiltration draws first blood, going up 1-0 against Cyclops Goichi. And the immediate thumbs up.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of thought going inside Goichi's head right now because just deciding to stick with Manat the whole time is already tough enough.
Yes.
But being able to play against players such as Infiltration, and of course Juri, like I said, since she isn't really the most popular character, the open information available for her won't be as much as those popular characters.
Yeah, it's
like
not bad enough that Paul Goichi has to figure out his own character.
Yeah.
He's got to figure out this other unexplored character in Juri from Infiltration. But
so far, steady pace by both players.
And what an awareness from Goichi.
Good blocks by Infiltration as well in that overhead. Backing away a little.
Every one of those V-trigger combos has such a specific route depending on the range, and Goichi already knows all of them. But Infiltration blocked it successfully and now is up on life. Almost got his V-trigger.
For viewers at home, I want you guys to also notice the way he utilizes the V skill, that's the level 2 V skill, because it's so interesting to see when the opponent, like Goichi in this case, as soon as he walks forward from a neutral position, Infiltration will punish that. It's going to be very hard to just advance in general for Goichi in that case.
And Infiltration takes it with a tick throw, has all this bar to work with, as does Goichi, but we'll see. Will Goichi be able to take it from Infiltration and tie it up, or will Infiltration run away with this set, going up 2-0?
Good anti-air. Abusing that range that Manat has. So wow, the trade's actually in Juri's favor. Nice.
Jumps out and it gets the corner. Does Infiltration. How will he respond?
Both players are literally data mining right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Spend that Bitcoins. Throwing it. Oh, and as soon as I say that, Goichi throwing out those Bitcoins around her.
Nowhere near enough to kill, but will he go for a reset here? No, goes for the hard knockdown instead. But Infiltration just jumps out
jumps
again.
Straight out of it, yep. And that's going to be punished. One more opportunity for Infiltration. There it is. Throw. Nice use of that big throw range. Went for the crush counter setup. Goichi doesn't bite. Cancels into Fireball to make it safe. Fireball still out of the field. Oh, that could have been the EX Sakusha, but nonetheless.
No, Infiltration going up 2-0.
The neutral jump saving him. Nicely done by Infiltration.
And Infiltration picked some really interesting choices to challenge in that game. You've got to be thinking he's been watching the Goichi streams. He's been labbing those scenarios. He knows when to take his turn and slip those normals in. And hold up forward to start game 3. He's comfortable right now.
Successful jump in because Manat's heavy punch, extending heavy punch is a long recovery also.
Now look at how much screen resources Infiltration's willing to give up in order to get those stocks. And the moment he's got him, he turns it. He goes from holding back to holding forward. And Goichi just been unable to stop it right now.
I mean, Infiltration showing us that demonstration, like, he's very flexible when it comes to movement.
Oh no!
For once, Infiltration drops the EXTP.
And gets clipped.
And all hell gets loose. That's another chance. Backing away now. Finding that neutral position.
Nice jump, but a light punish from Goichi. Infiltration trying to buy some space. Got the V-trigger. Fireball into the activation.
Ball still there.
Oh, what a confirm from Goichi.
Overhead.
And the overhead raw. So many times we're expecting to see that once the ball is already out, but Goichi knew he could steal a round away just by doing it raw, and it landed.
Jumping connects us once again for Infiltration. Surprisingly enough, jumping in might even be the key in this matchup.
Maybe.
Because while Menat is available to do the EX soul throws, Menat players would like to keep that EX meter for other purposes too. So
yes. And Infiltration, maybe reminiscing back to the good old days when he was on top. Back in the old days of Street Fighter V, when everyone was complaining about how hard it was to anti-air.
Yeah.
He knows Menat's raw. He knows Goichi's going to struggle.
He broke that silence.
Yes, he did.
Infiltration. Let's see if he can prove anything in his jury gameplay. Actually, he did recently in Manila Cup, but let's see if he can do it against Menat as well. Still safely in the life lead right now. Infiltration seeking an opportunity to get in Menat's defense. Both players with full stick of butter. Uppercut, yes.
And Infiltration.
And a throw. Match point for Infiltration.
Both players move to this final round with so much meter to work with.
Pressure's on, both players. Touches up the V skill, very nice. Good usage of that V skill. Also can be used as an anti-air, so you can catch people jumping backwards to escape certain situations.
How much damage did that combo do?
So much. Oh, and the shimmy, this might be a stun, no, not yet. One more poke will do it. Otherwise, Goichi activates a V trigger to get out of that situation.
Info knows the stun is not the end of the world. Gonna back up. Let Goichi take his turn.
Well, they hit in a very awkward direction, but still. Good hit confirms. One more mix up with the wake up super. Did he press a button? Yes, he did. Goichi gets a little bit of a breather, but does he have other tools to come out victorious? Because all the resources are gone right now.
He
and
does.
The light punch DP. Oh, actually, that was the medium punch one. Works on Infiltration's favor.
And he's going to take that with a clean 3-0. Infiltration advances. Goichi goes home in a very respectable 5th place with solo Menat.
I wouldn't have the guts to actually pick a 2-week-old character in a major tournament, but Menat and Goichi fought bravely to top 8, and Infiltration was his barrier.
And that's why he's a champion. When the back against the wall, he stuck to his guns. He knows. We're talking about the big picture.
But this
that's what
shows
he's thinking about.
how scary his Menat is going to be in future tournaments. It's going to be so crazy.
Like Infiltration may be patting himself on the back now, but he's also probably wiping his brow thinking, oh God, what's going to be coming? This is 2 weeks? What's going to be 2 months? What am I going to be dealing with in December?
All the other players who are going to be in the same brackets or in the top 8 with Goichi in the future, now it's going to be concerned about that extra matchup. And Goichi definitely proving he is currently the king of Menat right now. So.
And not only is that going to be a new matchup for everybody to learn, there are so few opportunities to be able to learn the matchup now.
As a difficult character she is, a lot of the players kind of even given up on using her because of that difficulty.
It's the DLC cycle. Oh, yo, look at that. I'm a mainer. She's my main. And then get to hour 3, you're down 3,500 skill points online.
Oh,
and all of a sudden you go running back to Nakali.
Wait a minute. I mean, I saw this combo video, but I cannot seem to emulate it myself. Like, how do you even do this?
What do you mean I can't press crouching middle kick, quarter circle forward, something super?
You had
how
to
am I
hold
meant to win?
3 buttons?
How am I meant to win?
But Goichi, of course, using his execution and expertise. We've seen some amazing stuff happen throughout the weekend. And
so we got the OMG Alliance. Oil King going up against MAGO. Oil King, of course, going to stick with the Rashid. MAGO has the option to go with the Rashid himself if he wants to, but opting for the Karen.
Yep. OMG Alliance, they're all still in, right?
That's
right, yeah. Gachikun was beaten up by
That's right.
Yeah,
So the OMG Alliance
Infiltration defeated
crumbling.
the G.
The 1x1 is the the M going to advance.
Only
we'll find out.
left. Here we go. So MAGO versus Oil King. Invis loses bracket.
Oh, catches the whiff of big damage.
Now, we're gonna see a lot of, like, as nature of Rashid playstyles go, very aggressive.
Yeah.
And MAGO always staying composed, making sure that there's an opportunity that he can go in. But Oil King staying true to his aggressive style.
And like we were saying before, Karen not particularly renowned for her anti-airs. It's going to be hard to keep Oil King still, but you can see MAGO.
Even MAGO drops combos, but doesn't matter.
He drops his combos, but he makes his opportunities count. And that's going to be the thing here in this set.
Even drop combos are opportunities for some people. And MAGO definitely fully believing in himself.
Good buffer.
Securing the first round. Oh, that scary shimmy that Karen has. Also, yeah, Karen's normals. Karen is also a heavy weapon. Her heavy punch and heavy kick has kind of like a pseudo built-in shimmy on its own. Because once she throws out the move, she retracts her hitbox back.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't require any extra movement to go back.
But
So
Oil
Karen's
King,
normals are very nice on its own.
yes.
Nice TP.
And with the standing forward, MAGO going to draw a very, very quick, convincing first blood with the Karen.
All right, taking a sip of water there. Let's see if Oil King, maybe that's oil, that's not water, is consuming all the oil. It's the emperor of oils. And don't worry, guys, Australian oils are very natural and clean.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, everything in Australia is clean. Shout out to Sydney, Australia. They are hosting the OHN15 fighting game tournament. Game number 2 between MAGO versus Oil King. Let's see if Oil King kind of adapting. I can see he's somewhat composed as before.
Yes, really trying to stick
And
it to
as
MAGO.
soon as I say that, he goes all the way in.
Yes, and I think that's the key. You see MAGO, he bullies, but he knows when to pick his spots. And Oil King trying to maybe pick his spots of his own and find a spot to get in.
See, one thing in common that I see from these players is that although they might come to a very clutch moment, but neither of the players panic.
That's right.
It's a really like a hard perk for you to gain as a fighting game player, because there are so many moments where situations go unexpected and you turn up in a scramble. And especially a game in like Street Fighter where anything that you whiff can be punished in a big way and not risk to do so.
Well, when you get to the level that these guys are at, they're playing, they want to have every opportunity seen. They want to be seen every possible thing. They don't want to get surprised on top 8. They want to get surprised at home. And Oil King, he's not surprised that jump middle kick hit. No, sir.
I was surprised.
I was, but
Oil King making it work. Maybe that extra oil consumption is actually working on his favor.
takes a turn with the spinning mixer. Corners MAGO.
Trying to shimmy out there, but MAGO
jumps
jumping out. Maybe that is the key. Jump out of it.
Takes
Don't
a
even
little bit
deal
of
with the
damage.
shimmy at all, yeah.
But he's happy with that. He's got all the bar to work with. He knows he can get that back. Hold this DP real quick. Oh,
Nice awareness. MAGO knows the range.
he's a Rashid player himself. You can't. You gotta do it the honest way.
Kind of dashed into it. MAGO, maybe he thought he wouldn't hit the tornado in that range, but oh, that's a mistake. He would have been cancelling it from a normal, but
Oh,
Oil
not enough
King.
for the super. MAGO looking for one more hit. And he gets it.
this might
And
be
he's
it,
going to
yes.
burn it into the critical arm. It does give Oil King a meter advantage into the third round, but it guarantees that MAGO gets to play more this game.
Yep, I think that's more valuable than saving your resources in this game.
Oh yeah, look,
As-
what are you going to do? Save the resources for next game? No, no, no.
Yeah, that's
You
not
burn them
guaranteed,
here.
right? You
burn
guarantee it
them
right
here.
now. Good decision making by MAGO. And that resource, in general, I think most characters in this game have the ability to build up meter very quickly as well.
Yes.
So hopefully, like, I hope players don't really feel bad about, you know, expending all their meter for a certain purpose, as long as it gets you that guaranteed victory.
Don't be cheap. You
Oh,
bought
yeah.
a PS4, you
Never
bought an
be
arcade
cheap.
stick, you bought the game.
Don't save
Spend
meter.
your meter.
Gotta spend
Don't
it,
be
guys.
cheap.
Even like money in real life, even if you don't spend it, it has no value.
Exactly.
Gotta spend it.
Street Fighter 5 with the hard philosophy
Yeah,
lesson.
it's teaching us economics. He's burning that meter right now. Beat trigger meter, nice.
See, right there, MAGO keeping Rashid in the corner.
He
and
spent it and he
pays
made it
off.
work. He turned that value into victory, the success, by spending his resources.
And MAGO, the investor, going to go up 2-0.
Very nice by MAGO-san.
How will the Oil King react?
2 games up right now. Straight in right now into the third game.
So Rashid being such a wild character, but MAGO knows all the ways that he wants to get in. Being able to contain Oil King really well in these last 2 games. Even anti-airing him successfully without meter.
Oil King's gotta find a way out now. We're just waiting for him. He doesn't even really have to do much, you know, risks at this point.
No. But you can see he's threatening at the range where, sure, he ate a throw there from Rashid, but he blocked the tornado very, very quickly. Only had to deal with the 1 mix-up. So
I think that's also a trend now. Like, since the V-trigger is already on its way, you might as well kind of block it early so you get rid of all the mixing potentials that Rashid has.
You don't have to be, you can be very actively passive, which it's an oxymoron, but at the same time, like, you just sit there, you do nothing, but at the same time you're doing so much because you're nullifying the option of the Rashid. But now MAGO, as the life lead is even, he needs to get in. Oil King gets the throw.
MAGO instantly breaking the throw.
And you can see without the V-trigger as a threat from Rashid, MAGO is content to get the 3/4 screen life lead.
Is he going to burn it? Yes, he does.
For the super.
Is the scaling going to be...
Oh, he's dead. He's so dead.
And that's why MAGO confidently spends his resources to catch the match point opportunity right now.
Oil King once again has MAGO in the corner. Karen has no bar, gonna have a hard time getting out.
Interesting. MAGO tried to use Rasenha to get out of the corner.
Oil King corners himself now, and MAGO spends the bar to keep him there.
Nice jump back, using the medium punch to get that soft knockdown.
Nice whip punish.
The spacing right now, Oil King fully concentrated. This is potentially his last round right now. Oh, the shimmy.
Oil King has to come up big, but he's so close to getting stunned and gets the overhead.
Rasenha to finish the match. No, actually, wait a minute. MAGO went for the different combo. Giving Oil King another... Oh, never mind.
MAGO with the jump back, so patient. A clean 3-0 over Oil King. MAGO advances.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't easy. Like, that was a big, like, you know, challenge and retaliation that Oil King has shown on the battlefield, that MAGO was able to successfully defend his turf.
And look, congratulations to Oil King. He's been in so many top 8s this year.
And I believe Oil King, he's been in Australia before, right? Like, he did tell me personally that he loves visiting Australia.
Yes.
So hopefully we see him more often in future Australian tournaments.
I hope so. Came down for BAM in May, I believe, as well.
Yes.
And he's here again in
I believe
Sydney.
he really enjoyed his stay. Hopefully Sydney is also treating him well.
Yes.
And of course to all the other international travelers, the players who came down to OHN, Sydney, Australia. So we thank you all for participating on our continuously developing tournaments. And of course, if you're a local, if you're in Sydney, we welcome you to come down to events. I mean, you don't have to be professional.
You don't.
You don't have to have a personality. You don't have to have certain privileges. Just show up.
Show up and you'll
Just
get all of
show
these
up.
things. You
Yeah.
don't have a personality, play
Sit on the
Street
front
Fighter.
seats, watch these guys play, and they will entertain you. Just show up, and you will have all the deserving respect.
And if, remember, OzHadou.net, it says bringing fighting gamers together. We try to cover events from all corners of the Australian scene.
Yes.
So if you're in Australia, if you're at home,
If
you want to find a scene anywhere around the country, OzHadou.net, we've got you covered. But in the meantime, MAGO sits down once again against Infiltration.
And let's
These two
see
have played each other
if
countless
these
times
guys-
in both Street Fighter 4 and 5.
Oh yeah, oh yes. These guys have been long rivals,
Yes.
and now they meet again here in OHN15, Sydney, Australia. Street Fighter 5 top 8 in the losers bracket right now. Loser have to go home and prepare for their next event.
And we're at the business end of the tournament here. We're approaching top 4. In fact, I think we are in fact in top 4. So this is the business end of the tournament now, well and truly.
Now everyone, including Infiltration himself, knows that Karen is a very, very scary character.
Oh, of course.
And good blocks by MAGO, and yeah, Infiltration is gonna have put so much effort to get through. Oh, wait a minute. that could have been a turning point with that EXTP, but MAGO having none of that.
I mean, we've seen that the flavor of the month out of Japan at the moment is Rashid. With so many Japanese Rashids in this tournament, the other flavor of the month in Asia,
Whoa.
Karen.
What an explosive start already. Infiltration depleting half health of MAGO already. Oh, and the psychic neutral jump.
Infiltration saying, I don't care what month it is.
What an answer.
My jury is always going to be ready for you and
What
answers
an
with the perfect.
answer. Infiltration is fully ready right now. The first round was just the given, but Infiltration came with an explosive start to the round. That's very quick as well.
And while he's still maybe figuring jury out, he knows that Karen is a threat with that meter, and she's going to be able to melt that life bar with just a couple of hits, so he's going to play so carefully with his approach.
Having that perfect sequence, giving Infiltration that big confident boost. Oh, here we go once again. Baiting out that standing heavy punch.
And how much damage will this do? That's a big chunk
that's a
of life.
lot of damage. Yeah, confidently also expending all his meter.
You see the roundhouse from MAGO. He's fishing. He knows.
See, just because he's out of resources doesn't mean that Infiltration is going to back away.
That's right.
He's going to continue his pressure with everything that he has.
And catches him with the
Wait
shimmy.
a minute. Wait a minute. Here comes Karen.
One throw, and now the super is a threat, and that's going to be it.
Oh, the power of Karen.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh,
Will he
that doesn't
recover in
matter,
time?
really, yeah.
Oh,
Is it going to scale? Oh my
No,
god, that
it's gonna
scales so
matter.
much. It did matter.
Bernie, please.
Oh.
Bernie, please, MAGO.
I should never play this game because I have the wrong reads all the time.
MAGO
Of
draws
course,
first blood.
That's why MAGO is up on the front stage against Infiltration, taking the first game. That was,
This is the
yeah, I mean, the scaling was so much. Unexpected, but yeah.
Round 1.
Game number 2. MAGO from Japan, Infiltration from Republic of Korea.
We'll see what kind of adjustment Infiltration can make. Karen is such a footsies monster that Infiltration's going to either have to really work his ass off to outdo MAGO at what he excels at, or
Yeah.
just find another
Both
way in.
players have proven that they are capable of switching from defensive to offensive right away. It's just that now it's whether they outplay each other or not, really. More of an opportunistic approach rather than believing in your expertise and your practices. I'll be more optimistic. Here we go.
Infiltration
Oh,
really
the
making
low.
this V-trigger work in this round.
V-Trigger runs out. Infiltration does have V-Skill available, so MAGO's got to watch out. Cannot... Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute!
no.
He doesn't really have to watch out for anything
And
because
he's
he
gonna
activated
spend
his
it all.
V-Trigger. Karen, so strong. It
So-
doesn't matter what health you have. As long as you have V-Trigger, she's just like tenfold stronger.
We were seeing before Infiltration was so liberally using his V-reversal, but in this round, the V-trigger is coming into play so much more because he's so confident.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
knows when the Karen strings are going to end and when he can take his turn. And he's activating it. But MAGO says, I have my V-trigger ready to go at all points. I think the 2 versus 3 bar V-trigger makes such a difference because you're able to V-reversal and get the trigger so much more frequently.
Like, in all honesty, like if this game, let's say for example, didn't have V-Trigger, Karen would still be a very, very strong
Oh, of
character.
course.
But with V-Trigger available, she just becomes like a horror, like a raw horror on its own.
She goes from a good, hard, honest working footsies character to one
To
of
a
the,
cheater.
the best scammers this game has ever seen. Oh,
The
wait a
biggest
minute.
scammer, the biggest cheater. Look at that, she's cheating right now. Here we go, second mix-up. What's it gonna be? Shimmy.
Doesn't bite, and
Denies it.
Infiltration wants the space.
Another
And
one.
again, anything's going to do it now with that white life from MAGO.
Infiltration running away. Oh, V-Trigger depletes, but MAGO still has full super meter right now. Alright, Infiltration need that space right now.
That's 3 V reversals back to back to back.
Oh, very risky dash in. Cancels his V skill early just to get that spacing momentum. Showing MAGO what he is capable of. So it's kind of putting that imagery onto MAGO's head that Infiltration is ready for anything.
But MAGO, he's so calm. He knows he's up around. He knows he's got the super.
That could have been a big conversion.
Oh, but wait. Infiltration, will he spend it? No, he won't. He
The
doesn't
trade
need
will
it. The jump back, and Infiltration ties it up in game 2.
That could have been big. If MAGO's jab that hit was a counter hit, that could have been a full conversion into super.
Yes.
Would have been a different result right now.
Though perhaps MAGO was trying to wait for the opportunity to guarantee the kill, because he knew that even if he couldn't get it, he's got the super in this last round. As does Infiltration,
Nice.
but immediately burns it for the bar. EXDP.
Wow, chase down on the walk. Shoutouts to Juri's walk speed.
One of the most powerful tools in the neutral.
Yep. Having walk speed is so much advantage in this game. Another one. 2 EXTPs in single round. They both work.
You can see he's already got the second bar
He's
back.
building the meter so quickly.
Oh, the raw V skill.
Yeah, it's not the full charge version either. Good awareness by MAGO, being able to throw the V reversal.
Oh, but wait.
Here we go.
What a conversion from Infiltration.
He could chip him out too. He's got no V reversal available.
Oh, but he just backs off.
He can chip him out right now.
And
There he
he's gonna
goes.
do
Yes,
it.
very smart by Infiltration. Knowing that MAGO does not have the V reversal available.
And look at this man. He doesn't have those headsets on. Could he hear
He
the
did tell
words
me-
from his Korean
Oh,
brethren?
maybe he's got that super Korean telepathic powers. But he did mention that he prefers to not to have the headset because he'd rather hear the audience cheering for him.
Or the commentators.
Or the commentators.
Or the commentators coaching
Yeah.
him.
Or
Nah,
as long as we don't do any of the commentators' curse,
Of course not.
it will be okay. It's okay, guys.
But-
So, I mean, it's only game number 3. Wow.
Already game
that
number
seemed
3.
like it went for ages.
Yep. You'd expect the caliber of these players to play so safely. They want these sets to go to the distance, especially against Karen when crush counters are so big. But Jury says, my crush counters are pretty big as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that confident dashing. Like, that's the signature Infiltration style since the Season 1 Nash. The playstyle, how he played the Season 1 Nash, completely transitioning into the Season 2 Jury.
Very movement focused. He knows that he can't sit still. He's got to dip in and out, in and out.
And Karen just being Karen.
She's going to be in and in.
Yeah, she's just Karen.
And she's going to take the round.
Karen doing Karen things, guys. It's not really a surprising thing, you know. This happens, and this happens all the time.
It may not be surprising, but it'll get the job done for MAGO. Going up, game 3. But Infiltration has tons of bar to work with.
Yes.
Will he be able to claw it back?
Infiltration has been in this situation before.
Oh yeah, these guys, top 4 at
I
a
like
ranking
that.
event, they know what's up, and that's going to be a lot of damage.
That
I like
actually does
that
a
he's
lot of
burning it
damage.
early
Wow.
in the he's burning it early in the round because he knows he'll get it back as
Yeah.
well.
Confident that he is able to rebuild that meter. Jump in, very nice.
Double dash into the
dash.
throw.
That's a statement on its own. That's away with the fireball, creating some space. He needs his safe area to work with. Now MAGO invading Infiltration's personal area. Double
It's a
shimmy.
shimmy, but the V reversal, Infiltration is not afraid to use
big
it.
whiff by MAGO. Infiltration capitalizing on that punish. Very nicely done.
Final round.
Giving her the hat. Let's see if the
Oh,
hat.
there it goes.
Denies the hat. No fashion sense at all.
Dashing, dashing, dashing is Infiltration. Always.
It's like he's warmed up now. His movement has become more active than
He's
usual.
comfortable.
Yeah.
He knows that if MAGO's going to have a hard time
Look at
challenging
that.
him, he can move wherever he wants.
Although that didn't really fully hit, that's enough to kind of scare MAGO into jumping back anymore.
It's all about letting MAGO know that he has all these options and just
Nice
planting the
DP.
seed in his head. And into the
Nice.
super, going to let that stun drain down a little bit. That's a good situation. But
How did he know?
Infiltration-
How did he know that's gonna hit? That was so risky. Although it did hit V trigger, the difference is that it actually hit instead of being blocked.
And gets the V skill, spends the last bar to get a bit of space. He's now stocked up. But as is MAGO.
Oh, the second he didn't hit, but the
Oh.
overhead connects as Infiltration advances to the 4th game. 2-1 right now.
And Infil's going to go up. He's sitting confident. He's looking happy. Quick thumbs up.
MAGO contemplating right now. So this is his jury, huh?
Decides to stay with the Karen.
Straight in.
He's
to
going to
the
ride
next
or die
game.
with his girl.
Infiltration Sensei versus MAGO-san. Game number 4 here in the loser side. Top 4? Top 4?
Top 4.
Top 4. It's like he has to, Infiltration has to defeat all 3 Rashids, and MAGO just appears like a mini boss. This is one of the hardest phases right now in his journey to victory. Or is MAGO-san gonna be the one victorious in this game of fate?
Nice overhead. But
Infiltration stuck on the corner right now. He's gonna find a way out, or kind of
and
make make the decision, but no.
The
MAGO.
offensive V reversal from MAGO. Interesting choice, and it pays off for him.
Round 2. Fight.
MAGO, let's see if he's got a new strategy. Denying that banana right away from Juri's head.
What a confirm to start off the round from MAGO.
Already in the corner, yeah.
And now he's just going to pressure with that Grey Life. Even if he can't get a clean hit, he knows. Look at that. Look at how much extra damage that's going to do.
Looks like his strategy is just to push the opponent from the beginning.
The one hit off the stun, this is going to probably be enough to do it. And it is with a perfect.
Yeah. So MAGO's strategy is now straight up disrespecting the opponent. Going to the corner in the beginning and not letting the opponent out at all. This is the final game of this set. Anybody
This is
can
the
be winner
13th win for player 1.
with thumbs up. And here we go. Final game of the set, MAGO versus Infiltration. Japan versus Korea.
Who
Korea
will move
versus
on to
Japan.
top 4? Nice throw. Not going to get anything off it, but it's a good round opener for MAGO. And again, working Drew to the corner.
Wow, that catches on the back. Wow, jump back. Where people think it's a safe way to get out of the situation. Not against Infiltration's Jury.
No, no.
Big crush counter for MAGO. V-trigger. Nice. Cutting off that momentum. Once again, catching that jump back. So good. Walk-up throw, using that long throw range. Whoa, actually
Interrupts the
counterflipped it.
string. And now Infiltration's got the bar. But MAGO, wait a minute. And
Oh,
catches
he
him
went for
walking
the low.
back.
I believe Infiltration was probably waiting for a throw.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but MAGO made the right decision by going low right away. MAGO on match point now. Very, very cautious gameplay by both players right now.
You see Jury just trying to back up, trying to get those stocks, and MAGO just chilling, walking him down to the corner, knows how scary the corner can be as a Karen player, and knows how desperate Infiltration is to get those stocks. On block there are -2, meaning while it's not punishable, Infiltration does lose his turn, so he wants to get the
interrupted.
space. But MAGO not giving it to him, just trying to stick it to him now.
Activate the V-trigger. This is when MAGO becomes Super MAGO.
And the
the
shimmy.
One more mix-up. Oh, good block on that. Reversal. Get out of the situation.
The guaranteed V reversal. That
Oh, and
situation.
it- -2 still.
But he pressed
He actually pressed buttons and won. This might be it. Oh, actually, one. And the counter hit. Infiltration. Pressed the button, and MAGO came out victorious in this set.
Congratulations
well
to
done
Infiltration.
MAGO, and yes, of course, good effort to Infiltration. Coming all the way to the top 4 stages here in OzHadou Nationals 15. A lot of fierce competition in this top 8. Nobody's a slouch in the top 8 right now. The lineup, so strong. One of the best players, well, all of them, including Somniac, rightfully deserved one of the best players, calibers in the world.
Somniac knocked Infiltration into losers.
Yeah, he was the one who actually made that
2-0.
Miracle.
2-zip. 2-zip. This man has earned his place in the top 8.
I'm sure he is pretty happy about the result, but of course, he will definitely train up harder to see better results next time.
Oh, yeah.
And also at the same time, the comment goes for the same for all the international talents as well. Infiltration, of course, there's a couple other Asian CPT circuits available from now on, I believe, before the actual finals.
I believe Taiwan and Southeast Asia Major
Yeah,
are coming
I
up
think
soon.
those two coming up sooner or later in the month or the month after. But
And Somniac will be there. The Dark-Sided boys
yeah,
will
I
be
believe the
heading up.
Dark-Sided boys will be there. Some of the Australian players also showed their interest to turn up as well. So hopefully they do well there too. Still a lot of opportunities left out for those FGC players to perform their best in the world circuit.
But of course, the opportunity today is not over as we move into winners finals. Moke against Tachikawa.
So Tachikawa also kind of filling the Rashid gauntlet at the moment.
Oh, well, look, he's from Japan. He receives the Rashid gauntlet every single day. He knows.
That's his like daily life,
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's another day at the office.
Maybe he's adapted. He's like, oh, another Rashid, just a normal day.
Yeah.
Just an average normal day. So let's see if he's got any plans against Rashid right now. And Moke, of course, one of the up-and-coming players and placing really well at the recent EVO top 8 grand stage as well back in Manila Bay. not Manila Bay, sorry, Mandalay Bay. Did I say Manila Bay? I'm getting confused with the Philippines event. Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of America. So a lot of up-and-coming players are definitely invading the Street Fighter scene, which is a good thing. It's a good sign, right, to see new players, underdogs, doing really well, you know, pairing up against the OG players and showing good results. It's a wonderful thing. It means the community is lively, it's continuing to develop and grow. And for us, some of the players who's been in the scene for a long time, it's kind of our responsibility to also leave a good position in the FGC for the newer players to come and play.
All right, guys. Sorry, we had a slight technical difficulty,
So
but we are back
the
for winners finals.
Winners finals.
OzHadou Nationals 15, Tachikawa versus Moke. Who's going to go to grand finals? Let us know, chat. Who do you like? Who do you not like? Are you sick of Rashid? Once upon a time, it was Ibuki who everyone was sick of, and now Rashid has carried that torch, taken it from her. But who will take it here? Tachikawa with a nice jump in.
Ouch. Ooh.
Nice response from Moke, carrying it, Tachikawa to the corner. But like we saw against the other infiltration, the other Rashid that Tachikawa was playing.
We've been so focusing on infiltration, we've been calling everything infiltration from now.
But it's going to be Rashid, Rashid, Rashid. And we know how hard it is for these characters to keep each other cornered. The corner maybe not being a factor like it would be against the Karen or another character, because the mobility is so good for both of these characters.
Big damage by Moke. Oh, drops the second V-skill attack.
Tachikawa not biting, and he's got the V-trigger on deck.
The whiff punish.
But will it come into play here?
Tachikawa does have V-trigger, so he's going to show us something, right?
Oh, and there
He definitely
it
is
is!
going to show us something.
And
He
the
even went for the
mix-up.
reset. He could have went for the guaranteed damage.
That's
Just
the
did the reset
statement.
anyway.
Winners final, I don't care, I got the tricks, baby. Hold this real quick. First blood Tachikawa.
Oh, so gutsy, doing the raw shadow step.
And nice
Nice,
punish
good
on the
punish.
sweep.
Yeah, it reaches out so far, even if you sweep on the maximum range.
Yep.
Rashid can actually punish a lot of characters. So good. The pressure is on. Look at all that white health shaving off. And yeah, very nice.
And now stun is a factor. Gets
And
the
the
throw,
stun.
and that's going to be a quick perfect for Moke.
Damn, showing a statement. Moke going to work against Tachikawa right now.
Final round. Fight.
Just going to quickly steal a turn with the EX spike. Back in the corner is Tachikawa. But nice whiff punish.
Wow, but yeah. The decision on sweeping at a certain point is very risky, but Tachikawa makes it work.
And we saw in the last game, Tachikawa was getting checked on those command dashes, but Moke so far hasn't been able to do it, giving Tachikawa free opportunity to get out of a couple of these
Yes.
moments.
But of
Nice
course, this is only
anti-air.
the first game of the set.
Of course.
We're going to see a lot of different gameplay depending on how the game unfolds progressively.
Oh
Another
no.
parachute action straight into
Had the
Gatcap.
anti-air timing, but then the parachute says no,
It's
no,
just
no.
very weird, right? It's like you don't expect that a lot. So. And of course, in the position of when you are the one having to anti-air, you don't want to like whiff it because you
right.
know the risk is so much.
So Moke just tries to jump away from that bomb. Taking a turn because Tachikawa with no V reversal. But DP's out.
The real reversal,
Oh,
which
no.
is the EXDP.
So you saw that he didn't use a bomb for a mix-up, but to just get a kunai back in order to
Wow,
steal the
the
round.
surprise attack like a true ninja.
All he needed was the one kunai.
The EX kunai. The kunai that had the bomb tag on it. True ninja style. Defeating Moke in the first game.
This is the 15th win for player 1.
Round
Straight
one.
into the next game. Game number 2. Detonation Gaming Tachikawa versus PONOS Moke. Nice anti-air. Shimmies.
Oh. And the meaties, but no conversion. That's still a fair bit of damage, but Moke is going to retaliate.
She's just so good going to the corner. It's a corner carry character. Getting out of it. Nice. Tachikawa. Change of positions. Putting on the pressure that he received. Back to Moke, but Moke retaliates with the combo of his
A
own.
big jump in.
Activates the V-trigger. Mix up time. Here we go. Which way? Does not
Good
up
block.
jump, yes.
Uh-oh, but the stun is a factor. But that may not even come into play. Tachikawa tried to activate. Nice
Good
block.
blocks. Still. Oh my god, the continuous pressure by Tachikawa.
Nice V
Yeah,
reversal.
just
Doesn't
rolls
want
out of
any
it.
part of that.
Good choice, good choice. And the anti-air to finish it
Holding
off.
strong is moke in game 2.
Okay. Showing a little bit of a different presence from Oil King as he was able to kind of keep a grip on his defense all the way until Tachikawa kind of gave up and jumped in to risk her life. Okay, currently up in rounds in this second game.
And just trying to maul Tachikawa, but EX for EX, the kunai is going to beat the tornado. Nice whip punish with the B skill. That retracting hurt box so cheap
Good
from
delay
Ibuki.
as well, yeah.
Oh no, and the punish.
Activates.
Level 1 into the Eagle Spike, and we're going to the corner. Nice.
That is so good. He hits on the back of the actual move as well.
And Moke knows that range perfectly.
Every
He can-
time I see that, I'm like, please give back Ryu's cross-up Tatsu. Because he swings back and forth too. Why doesn't he hit backwards? And allows Rashid to do that? That is crazy.
Rashido is the new Ryu. Look at this guy. He's got the neutral of the gods, this fellow.
Even the Mr. Street Fighter himself, Alex Valle, opts to
Yeah.
say Rashid is better than Ryu. Rashid the new Ryu, ladies and gentlemen.
Boom.
Ryu Shido.
But Ibuki is the new Ibuki with these mix-ups.
Ibuki's gonna be Ibuki.
Oh, yeah.
Ninjas are gonna be ninjas. Nice, making it safe with the safer version of the target combo, ending it with the light kick.
Tries to challenge.
But the tornado still on the field.
The balls on this man Tachikawa, but paying off for him, getting out of the corner, and now the V-trigger is on deck. Moke probably within a reset range should Tachikawa get able to activate. Eagle Spike, okay. Uh-oh.
Nice conversion.
Oh, please.
One more mix-up. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wants to escape. He
Oh,
wants to
the
get out of the
buffer.
situation so much. He was twitching just to see what Tachikawa does, but he was just watching him.
Tachikawa always got a buffer behind those normals, always got something ready to come out, and the EX Kunai was able to do it for him, taking the first round of this third game.
Oh my god, Ambiguosity City. Nice, okay. Back into the mid-screen, and then... Oh, okay, Tachikawa
respect.
also got an answer for that.
Oh, nice buffer. It's a lot of damage on the side of Moke, and the throw is
wait
not
a
going to
minute.
be enough.
Tachikawa's V-trigger. Moke is the one who's scared right now. Although he has a lot of life, Tachikawa literally has no life.
But he knows how
But
scary that
Moke is the one
V-trigger.
who's scared against Tachikawa right now, really?
The buffers, uh-oh,
Here we go,
goes
here
for
we go.
a block,
Oh,
and the throw.
good awareness. Good awareness.
He hasn't been able to check those command dashes with a button, but he had the throw ready, and Moke ties it up.
So in this game, certain situations happen where it could be a bit weird to see in other fighting games. Like right there, Moke did have like definitive life lead over Tachikawa. But however, because Tachikawa had the V-trigger available, it makes Moke get second thoughts.
And while you cannot kill with chip without CA, he knew that the life bar did not tell the full story. But right now,
That is so good. The V reversal by Ibuki, it actually tracks the opponent. So if the opponent tries to do anything like a teleport or makes them maneuver around during that V reversal, Ibuki will end up right next to him. And of course, it's like a projectile as well. So certain parries that only work against physical attacks do not work on it as well.
but just because of how strong Ibuki's V-trigger is, it can be a bit of a double-edged sword
Oh
because
yeah, it's just a raw kunai.
you lose the access to this beautiful mix-up right here that Tachikawa wasn't even a mix-up. He just converted on it.
Just did it.
Yeah.
Reactive. Very nicely done by Tachikawa. 2-1 at the moment against Moke.
Of course, both these guys want to move to the grand finals on the winner's side. Having that set advantage just makes things so much easier. Both of these guys are pretty much character loyalists, but it gives them that much more time to download their opponent,
They
whoever it's going
deserve
to be.
to be
in grand
royalists
finals.
of their respective characters. They're showing us such a good performance. Oh,
no.
misses a combo.
Thankfully, not a crush counter.
Commentator's curse. Sorry, guys.
Into the knockdown.
Bro.
Look at that stun.
Oh, went for the shimmy a little bit.
Oh, wait. And there it is. Boom.
Reset on the
What?
same side. Even Moke has his own surprise attack. show Tachikawa what he's capable of.
The most bare bones of resets just happened to be enough there.
Yep. The
And now-
left-right mix-ups.
The left-right off a jab. Everyone's favorite Street Fighter 5 button.
Bit too far on the jump in.
So you can see Tachikawa just content to sit in place. Moke jumping all over the place, hitting all the buttons.
Oh, a bit risky there, and Moke capitalizes on the opportunity.
A big punish on that command dash.
Parachute to just get out of the corner. The blue's coming in.
Tachikawa not been able to catch a break here this round. Been smothered by Moke. But the V-trigger, like we said,
Nice. Hit confirmed. Has to be cancelled on the first hit of the spinning mixer.
And that's going to be enough. What a response from Moke. Just smothering Tachikawa that round. Dying with full resources.
Nicely done by Moke, equaling the score 2-2. This is the winner's final at the moment. Tachikawa thinking about it.
Probably just wants a bit of time here.
Yeah. Opening up his notes.
Moke didn't give him any time at all that round to breathe. So he said, the character select screen will be my friend. I can take a bit of time over here. I really don't think we'll see a character switch here, but who knows?
Who knows? But yes, Tachikawa currently showing some strong attributes to fend against Rashid, but now Moke making him consider more to make him respect his Rashid.
So taking a bit of time now, moving into Game 5. Who is going to go to Grand Finals and who is going to go on to fight Infiltration for third place?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, very scramble-heavy round to begin with. A lot of movement. Nice anti once again. Moke is always ready for that. Really nice.
What a good counter hit confirmed, and that's going to get the stun. The same story as last game. Just smother, smother, smother. Meaty buttons, all the grey life.
When
Moke,
do you escape?
He's not afraid.
You are not meant to escape. But Tachikawa does have the trigger available.
Oh, wait a minute.
Reset, boys. Oh, which
so
way?
Cheap. And the stun. He's going to need one more reset. Now will Moke pull the V-trigger? He will pull it. He pulled
nice
the trigger
done.
on the DP. Moves to match point.
Round 2.
Moke smells blood here. Tachikawa needs to bring it back. And he's
Oh,
going to
wow.
fight infield.
Big momentum shift. After
Crush
that
counter.
DP was successful.
Oh, wait a minute. He's gone crazy. Tachikawa's gone crazy. Nice backdash, but Tachikawa still has the corner.
Jump in. No, the wall jump actually beating it. Jumps out once again. Straight into
Nice
Milta.
chase down from
Using
Moke.
the parachutes. EX Eagle Spike.
And anything will do it now for Moke. And
And a throw. Moke with confidence.
Moving on to Grand Finals.
Tachikawa, we will see you in the losers bracket very shortly.
The final member of the OMG Alliance. Going to hold strong in Grand Finals. Rashido.
The Rashido Alliance, way too strong. I'm scared if I have to face against 3 of the same characters in my whatever stage in my tournament would be. I was like, all right, I fought against this character. Let's see my brackets. It's like, oh, I got the same character over and over. I wonder how that feels. I've never been to that scenario ever. But especially if they're against like 3 of the dominant players. Oh my god.
3 of the most dominant characters.
It's not even the
with
characters.
the most dominant players with the dominant character. And excuse me, we had MAGO waiting in the losers final, not Infiltration, and MAGO with the Karen. It's the flavor of the month. This is the flavor of the month Japan match. Rashid versus Karen.
Tachikawa straight away going to his notes.
Yes. What's been going on in Little Akiba Town? What have these boys been playing over at Esports Square? Every week these boys play.
They have such a great community, and also the right environment to cater for those who are actually serious about the game. They will put you in an allocated, like the rank levels.
If for those of you who have never been to Tokyo, they will gate their casuals by your LP, and it's all honor system, of course. There's no CFN police at the door checking your CFN ID. But
I mean, if you want to, yes, you could go to the top dog seats and try to play against them. But then
Just wasting everyone's
Yeah,
time.
like, I mean, that's the respect you give. If you play on the right skill set and then you can actually get more social activity by asking the player to play. But then, yeah, the idea of dividing them into the right skill level allows them to improve on their right skill level and then gradually improving from then onwards.
But of course, both these players playing on the master setups, the most masterful of setups here.
Oh, yes.
The main stage, losers final, OzHadou Nationals 15.
They've definitely earned the spots to be here, and let's see how they do this in the losers final. Destination Gaming, Tachikawa from Japan, and of course, MAGO-san. Our favorite MAGO-san.
What a catch. No anti-air, but woke up with a target combo and gets the knockdown. Does Tachikawa.
Both characters capable of utilizing their V skills, the fully charged V skills, to either get in or get us some space.
Both similar in utility and purpose, the purpose being to get them the V trigger as fast as possible.
Right.
Because both these characters such a threat when they pop.
Even if they, that like the game suddenly changes pace once any of these characters uses their V triggers. And Tachikawa already with the full trigger ready. And MAGO also getting his as well.
Such a scary situation for both players now, but MAGO pops the trigger first.
Backs away.
And Tachikawa now.
This is a different game now. Oh,
with the jab. That's going to be first blood for MAGO. If he wants to spend the bar, and he does it.
Tachikawa still with the bomb ready.
MAGO feeling confident, doesn't need to spend the full bar, he says. How will he be able to close it out?
Ouch. Wasn't even able to utilize the bomb. It didn't even look. He used the longest version. It's still ticking. Maybe he wanted to do some real long mix-ups. MAGO just denying it straight away.
Oh, nice. And of course, the most optimal counter hit.
So before, whenever that happened, every Ibuki just went for just a heavy kick uppercut.
Yes.
But Tachikawa has just given you guys the most optimal punish you can ever do.
When you've been playing on these master setups, you learn the master punishes.
Oh, yes.
But MAGO says, you want a master punish? What about crouching middle kick in the wreckers?
If you guys have never seen that before, what a block by MAGO also, but could not continue to
Oh,
block.
so cheap.
The layer of mix-up, that's like 7 mix-ups in 2 seconds. How do you even block against that?
Cheap. Tachikawa ties it up.
So fair, in a way.
So fair in a way.
Well, you gotta be cheap against a cheap character
of course.
to even the playing ground. Nice. Into the corner. That, you should never try to trade against that shoulders.
You see a lot of people go for an invincible attack during that string to really guarantee that they get the interrupt.
Yeah.
But
If you go for the
trade,
usually Karin recovers first, and they can actually combo from it.
oh, that is so cheap. Tachikawa. Is this going to be enough?
EX Rider, yes.
No
Nicely done.
question, Tachikawa draws a comfortable first blood. But MAGO looking pretty comfortable. He knows. He's been hit by an Ibuki mix-up or two in his day. He knows.
Ibuki with that Colgate smile. So Tachikawa taking the first game.
Round 1. Fight.
Game number 2. Anti-air whiffs as it was a bit too short, or to be honest, a bit too overextended in that case. He's buffering something.
Always.
Yeah.
That man is always buffering
Every single
something.
crouch medium punch is a kunai.
And that's big damage on the side of MAGO. The stun is so close. Uh-oh.
Throws him back. There's a chance for Tachikawa.
And any normal that comes out.
Oh, what a surprise.
What a surprise from MAGO. Tachikawa not even getting the chance to buffer a normal.
Yeah, they're using the EX command dash. Really fast and also recovers instantly. To catch people off guard, just like that. You guys seen it here at OHN15.
Nice throw. MAGO immediately jumps out.
Just out of range for the target combo.
And here's the buffer. 1-900, 50-50. But MAGO says, line is busy, no thank you.
It's always busy when I do it. How come it's always busy when I do it? And always, when my friend does calls the number, always works.
No! MAGO's got the right operator on the line.
Yeah, giving her all the secret tech right now.
Direct line through to that game, holding that W with a quick thumbs up. We're going to the next game. 1-1.
Round 1. Fight.
So these guys, both from Tokyo, I believe, probably would have played each other a ton.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely have that experience
Oh,
of
yeah.
lockdown. It's just
This is player versus player, PvP.
they're playing on a different environment here in Australia and also in front of millions of fans here in the Hilton Sydney.
Ooh,
the
no
big stage.
conversion, and the counter hit. Oh,
Ouch.
no, but no crush counter.
Yeah, MAGO did not expect that either, but never
He'll
mind.
take it. And look at this, the meter usage didn't work out for Tachikawa. MAGO has the bar and the round. This is a really good situation for him in game 3.
Fight.
MAGO looking, suddenly he just like popped his Super Saiyan. He's working his way after that 1-0 deficit in the first game. Oh, that medium punch.
Oh, no. So you can see the difference in the Pussy's tools here. One has a crush counter behind it.
Yep.
One has a kunai and the mix-up into the throw. And tries to dial another one. No 50-50s. But the V-reversal gets exploited.
That guaranteed throw.
Boom. Now it's MAGO's turn.
Shimmy works in MAGO's favor.
And now stun is close. And
All
the
overhead into the throw. Not quite
Not
enough. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh!
and the desperation uppercut. MAGO
Even I fell for that because I thought Tachikawa would just immediately go for some tricky stuff, but MAGO took the bait. Tachikawa stands strong to keep his pace.
And the EX kunai once again buffered behind that normal.
Ouch. Oh, confidence in just walking forward.
Nice V reversal, paying off that time for MAGO. Oh,
Oh,
no.
and the stun.
And
MAGO will be able to
MAGO
finish this.
is going to take an easy game 3, moving up 2-1 against Tachikawa. MAGO now on set point, looking to go up to grand finals.
Tachikawa's got to kind of work out a different
This is
method
the
to
19th win.
find his way around MAGO's cut-in. Going to the character select screen.
Probably wants a bit of time once again. Just to think about it, he knows how much is on the line here. He's got to take the time to really make sure he doesn't leave anything behind. He's only got 2 rounds to work with, potentially 3. But Tachikawa's got to come up big or he's going to be set packing. MAGO sitting comfortably here. Tachikawa deep in thought.
He's got to come up with something right now. It is his tournament life on the line. This is the losers finals of the Street Fighter 5 Top 8 OHN15 Sydney, Australia. Gonna head straight into game number 4.
MAGO's Sun 2 versus Tachikawa's 1.
Fight.
Will Tachikawa bring it back? Starting off with the V skill. And again,
Nice.
already mixing up his neutral approach and
Tachikawa
it's paid
getting
off.
the opening gambit here.
MAGO popping the trigger.
Good spacing by both players actually. Yeah, just evading that situation altogether, but MAGO.
And I don't mind this trigger from MAGO because he had so much life. There is a possibility he will get another one before this round is over. Nice
Oh, wow.
buffer. And this is
Guaranteed damage or the mix-up?
oh, and
Mix-up.
picks up, crosses up that time. Tachikawa, this is the adjustment he needs. He's got to keep it up.
Fight.
So looks like his composure has kicked in.
Now we're parting. Where are we going?
A little bit of
Oh,
wow,
no.
yeah, he's in the zone right now.
MAGO maybe a little bit
confidence.
too antsy to close this out.
Never sleep on MAGO. Oh yeah, the throw. MAGO with the full meter. Here we go. He's gonna do something that is. Oh,
went
punish
low.
that. Nicely done. MAGO was a little bit too desperate there. Once again, the DP. This time it works.
MAGO
Could have been a
knows how much
confirm.
is on the line, and you can see the nerves starting to show from both of these players. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
What's up? Where we
MAGO's
going?
turn to block. Wow,
that
it was in the front.
so cheap.
Kunai to the face. Ouch. My face hurts just watching that mix up.
That was so nasty.
Yeah, I mean, that's creative too because he can actually do that command jump. and actually try to go for the cross-up on the other end.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and then just went for just cancelled it straight off in the face.
But you saw MAGO completely unfazed by that whole sequence.
MAGO got caught by that.
But he's like, yeah, you got me. All right, let's play again. Hold this real quick.
Final game of this set right now. Loser
Oh,
goes
oh.
home.
The buttons.
Pressure. Oh, he just interrupts it like that.
Now with
Nice.
50-50, no bar from Karen.
Still in the front.
Oh, the
Catches him
challenge.
walking forward, really. Oh, on the other side as well.
And that is
It'll
going to
be
be
alright now,
enough.
yes. Tachikawa now, match point to be able to advance to grand finals once he makes it out, but MAGO also has a chance. Anti-air to begin with. Nice.
Buffer. Oh, Tachikawa is in the zone. He smells blood.
He's getting so much mileage off of the crouching medium punch. Here we go.
The buffer. Tries
Interrupts
to
the
overhead. Thankfully, it's airborne, but MAGO now with a chance.
He's got to peel that damage. Be at a more comfortable position now. Oh, just
he
went
lets it
straight
rock.
in. Straight into it, using the normal version of the Rekka. No gaps in between.
Now it's not enough, but it puts him at anything is going to do it now for MAGO, but Tachikawa is stuck.
Oh, this might be it. This might be it. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, the block. The miraculous block by MAGO. Everybody's keeping quiet. Yeah, Tachikawa, just chill. Just chill. You got the bombs. That target combo was a bit too far away.
Yeah, he
And
catches him
MAGO
low.
actually interrupts it.
MAGO bet it all on that Rekka and confirmed it in the
It's gonna be so devastating for Tachikawa. He had all the tools available with that extra bomb left in his arsenal, but MAGO denied it completely.
But whatever he had, he's got to bring it out of
Wow,
this
that was
round.
so risky too as well.
And the buffers from MAGO, the mental fortitude on this man.
Big damage. Oh, and MAGO-san does the miraculous comeback
And that's going to be enough.
and advances to the grand finals. Tachikawa showed us his potential, but just falling a little short against MAGO-san.
And he knew how well MAGO did that round. He's maybe disappointed himself, but he recognizes just how good MAGO played in that
Yeah.
final game, in that whole set.
That decision that he made, although Tachikawa was on match point, to say like keep a steady pace even at that clutch moment, like we discussed before. Like these guys don't panic.
No.
Yeah, he just stood ground, knowing that he's got the big life deficit, and also Tachikawa had that one bomb still left in his ammo.
He
But
may not have seen that mix-up,
MAGO
but
comes
he
back.
knew that feeling. So he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you hit me with that. But I know what that feels like, and I'm going to do it back to you now.
Yeah, big respect to that kind of confidence, really, because it's not something that you gain in just short amount of practice.
You
It's-
can't get that experience from a YouTube video. You need to
Yeah,
spend the hours
exactly.
in the lab.
It's something
online.
that you have to personally train for, whether it's an experience, whether it's some sort of a mindset that you have. But to be able to keep calm in that situation is a big perk to have as a professional player. And we're learning so much from just watching these videos right now. There are points that we can like learn, whether it's something that's like, whether you want to improve on your execution or a combo. Mix-ups, we've seen some funky setups that Tachikawa showed us just then with his Ibuki. Goichi with his good example of the new character Menat. And now we're all the way here in grand finals of MAGO versus Moke.
And just before we get this set underway, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, of course. Capcom putting us on the CPT Pro Tour, Bandai Namco getting us on the Tekken World Tour, Razer for these beautiful headsets the players have been using on stage all through top 8. Just Fry, like we said, the main chickens. We got main chickens for days
The
here.
main chickens. The main chickens of the FGC should just be just Fry from now on.
Yes.
Every time I'm coming to OHN, hey, I'm going to Sydney. What for? Oh, I'm going to play fighting games and chicken.
Yes. And QVSoft has been hitting us up with those MVCI early copy boys.
Yeah, QVS and the Turn F distribution, they've been so friendly, and we had a good relationship with them with the FGC.
Yes.
Like as I was in FGC with them.
Yes.
And of course, some of the new games coming out later in the year, like next year is going to be such a great year for fighting games.
Next year's going to be huge.
And yeah, and of course, next week we're going to get the new Marvel as well, so this is exciting.
Look, we're talking about next week, next year. Right now, we got the grand finals.
Oh,
OHN15.
yes. Grand finals for Street Fighter 5. Here we go. It is MAGO versus PONOS Moke. Rashid
MAGO
versus Karin.
Will MAGO be able to clutch it out from the loser side, or will the Rashid army, the OMG Alliance, Will it be the O, the M, or the M? Who is going to be the alliance?
It's an MM right now.
It's the real MM here in the grand finals.
Man, the Rashid army has been so strong. And of course, MAGO himself, although he is a very consistent player, we haven't really seen him victorious in a tournament because of those flow of great talents all around the world.
That's right.
This might be MAGO's chance once again to reclaim his throne here in Australia.
Sometimes being good isn't good enough. MAGO, he's here in grand finals now. He needs to put himself on the map. Moke has had success with the online tour in Asia, but MAGO really wants this standout performance.
Definitely.
And he's going to draw first blood here and start his road to getting there.
MAGO did express on his social media that Australia has been always good to him.
Yes.
Whether it was he was down for OzHadou or BAM in Melbourne, and of course all the time here in Sydney, Australia for OHN. Looks like OHN is definitely giving him the gift of putting him the opportunity on the grand finals against Moke, one of his rivals back in Japan.
Nice catch. Caught him reaching.
Nice
And
mix-up.
big
So
damage.
ambiguous.
And the stun from MAGO.
Very confident first game by MAGO, but let's see. Oh, okay. I was not going to say it's we can't sleep on Moke because still had all that resources available and could have been a big change of tables, but MAGO standing strong, keeping that victory on the first game.
Round one.
Clinical first round here. Got 5 more to go, potentially does MAGO, but that's a very, very good way to open it up here in the grand finals.
Game number 2 here in the City of Chaos.
But Moke, nice adjustment here. Really a lot more fluid with his movement. And now got MAGO cornered. But MAGO just jumps straight back out now, and it's going to be his turn. Catching him with the crouching strong, and now he got throw loose.
Oh, and the wake up. He's got to do it sometime, right?
You got to do it sometimes.
Yeah. Chosen the right timing to do so. And here is MAGO. He does it all the time, and when MAGO does it, it always works. Backs
off.
away.
No more
Oh,
V-trigger.
the jump in.
But now it's Moke's turn. Gonna go
V-trigger.
in.
Active for Moke right now.
Backs up, and now it's his turn to pop the trigger. What's going to mix up going to be?
Oh,
what a
and the
cheap crosser.
That was so deep as well. Oh my god. That was so delayed, late, but still worked on Moke's favor.
Fight.
So Moke showing signs of life. Wants to close this one out from the winner's side. We got OHN karaoke. This boy wants to go singing.
Everybody wants to go singing. Especially when MAGO-san is around.
Oh, yeah. Nice back dash for MAGO.
But Moke, it's not time to sing just yet. It's not over till MAGO-san sings. Wait, that came out wrong. Anyways, I actually heard MAGO singing, and
Yeah?
I don't want to explain that in words.
Oh, dear.
Back to the game.
In the meantime, immediately Eagle spikes and pops a V-trigger.
I didn't say he's good or bad. It's just my personal opinion that I want to protect him. MAGO actually needs a bit of protection right now because Moke in the life lead, but MAGO pressuring him still.
Oh, and he
the
tried
low.
to shimmy, but Moke says, where you go and hold this. 1-1. Moke ties it up.
Rashid wins.
Looks very even right now. Both players.
MAGO buffering something. He must have thought of something in that situation, but whatever it is, it's going to have to wait. Quick thumbs up from both these players.
Round one. Fight.
Game number 3. Of course, MAGO-san is in the loser's bracket.
Nice
Does
sweep.
have to win 2 sets of this first 3 sets. Moke comfortably sitting in the winner's side. Just needs to win this first set and that will be done with. But let's see if MAGO can turn the tables. Confidently dashing in with the throw. Oh my god, the range of that. Heavy punch, please. The true heavy weapons of Street Fighter V. Rashid doing his work. Anti-air, very nice.
That perfect range from Moke once again.
Fireball just out of range, but hits him anyway. MAGO kind of surprised that the wind grazed her face.
Caught him reaching. Is it going to be enough? Not quite. Will MAGO wake up? No, with the button.
Activate, yes.
And that bar's there for Karen.
That steady walk down.
One hit will do it for MAGO. Oh, and he did it again.
He just does it, and it works. Nobody expected that, but MAGO.
And Karen's going to be laughing all the way to round 2.
I mean, statistically, yeah, you would expect Karens to do the backdash follow-up.
Yeah.
or the follow-up that makes her safe, the elbow, which does have a gap. So moke was kind of trying to bait for that. But MAGO just not even thinking twice, just straight in goes for the true block stream version.
But look at this response from moke. Oh, so much damage.
Spends
not
2
quite
meters, I
enough.
respect that. I respect that.
And the back throw. Don't be cheap.
Don't be cheap.
We've
Never
been saying
be
it
cheap.
all this top 8.
Yep.
Don't be cheap.
Fight.
Put your resources to good use. Like coming down to OHN in person, watching the grand finals in person will be a very different story to watching it at home.
Save your cash, not
Oh,
your
yeah.
Vita.
You got more, priorities.
Priorities. Like right now, Moke's priority is keeping MAGO in the corner. Catches him, but no crush counter, but this pressure's still going. MAGO trying to maybe hold out for that V-trigger activation, but Moke not giving him any sort of breathing room.
Ouch. Okay, doing very well so
And
far.
the reach!
Very well so far.
Are we going to see a double P? The double perfect.
He actually got a double perfect in the grand finals against MAGO.
Rashid
This is real, guys. This is real.
If you needed any more data to suggest that this man wanted to close it out in winners, a double perfect in
my
game
God.
3.
PP for moke. PP, AP. Let's do this.
Grand
games
finals now. Moke opening up with the throw.
I got a P. I
Uh-oh.
got a P. Double
MAGO.
perfect.
MAGO not out of it just yet. Trying to open up Moke. Catching him with a bunch of normals. Trying to corner him. What a ballsy
MAGO
read.
suddenly turned into Super Saiyan right now. He's like a different person altogether. Moke trying to defend himself with the V-trigger. Not really working out for him.
And it's those ballsy reads that have been the difference for MAGO. We've seen him with the Just Do It Supers, now the Just Do It DPs. He's going to have to come up big and gets the throw
We
in
discussed
game
this
4.
before. Although you are in the lead with the points, it's like you'll be at the same position where you're really, really pressured, where you kind of have to work for that final victory.
Yes.
Whereas in the person on the other end, it's going all out because they really need it. They're more in the need and desperate situation than the person that's currently in the lead. Different mindsets altogether. MAGO showing that example right now, but moke, of course, showing what the Rashida Lance is capable of.
Nice buffer and good damage from MAGO. Goes for the safe jump and
Oh,
the shimmy.
the beautiful shimmy by MAGO.
And it's going to be enough. MAGO ties it up.
Nice
Now,
work.
there may not have been any perfects that round, but that was a clinical showing by
Yeah.
Karen. Give me whatever letter you want. All MAGO wants is that W right now.
That's what he needs, and that's what he got. And here is another set that they need to play to decide whether one becomes victorious or one gets a second chance at winning.
Fight.
So such a critical game for both these KO players. Moke once again on OHN point, MAGO on reset point. Who is going to take it?
Both first dashing in, starting the first round aggressively. So I'm assuming that the second round will be a bit more conservative. Bates.
Oh,
Nice
and tries to
interruption.
get the overhead. I don't think we've seen that from MAGO thus far in this top 8 yet.
Yeah.
Moke was somehow still ready.
And that's a risk too, because MAGO has been doing that true block stream version to actually beat out that interruption.
Yes.
And Moke actually lost the game for that, and he's still doing it. So it's still showing that, oh wow, even the EX Eagle Spike gets defeated by
And it's
current
gonna be
standing heavy
enough.
punch.
MAGO.
This was such an important set. Oh wait,
Oh, and
the
he
overhead
catches
gets
him.
interrupted. MAGO with the reset point.
Such a critical round for MAGO, moving to reset point now. Moke does not want to get the reset here. He needs to come up big. Otherwise, he's got another big hill to climb in the form of a second set.
Yeah, suddenly MAGO is going in, like full on. Moke is the one that's kind of having to retaliate against all this flurry of mix-ups. And oh, not quite. Magic jump in by MAGO and the magic wake up DP by Moke.
The wake-ups are there. These boys, all they want to do is close it out, and they're just putting everything they have on the line right now. It's the final set of the night.
Debates the V-trigger, pushes him out.
And look at this. All this grey life. And he catches out, does Moke.
Ooh,
Oh,
make
no.
the roll to escape the jump in, but gets a crush counter anyway on the recovery.
Tries to bait the DP. It wasn't there from Moke. But MAGO fully stocked. He's ready to go.
Nice.
Nice back
Bit of a
throw.
stare down. MAGO does have full meter. This could be very different to what we expected. Oh,
This is so scary for both these players.
one hit. Oh, MAGO only needs one hit.
Oh, the
Safe.
Eagle Spike.
No NT at the time.
He knows MAGO wants a super.
Oh my god. No anti-air also. MAGO so scared right now. He just wants that one hit. He's not even thinking about an anti-air.
And he thinks he's going to do it now. And
Punish,
it was
no
unsafe.
punish, but moke actually gets the throw.
The nerves from both these players right now. You saw how safe they were trying to play, and MAGO with the unsafe.
Made that little execution error. Although moke didn't really get the optimal punish, it was enough to even the scores, and both players on match point, potentially moke on the championship point, but MAGO still on that reset point.
Oh, and Moke is going to take a turn. Nice break from MAGO, and gets a turn. Steals it with a crouching medium punch.
Priority system.
Hey, and now he's cornered. But Moke has the
Yeah, MAGO's
tornado.
actually backing away because I think he's avoiding the situation where both players will be in a scramble in the corner.
Oh no!
That was interesting.
That was meaty, and it's going to be Moke now. Backs up. Gonna get a turn. Oh, he gets flipped.
actually aggressively, passively got hit, if that is the right word.
And now trying to take a turn. No B reversal from MAGO, but this is so scary.
Oh, that is
Moke gets
punishable,
caught.
yes.
And now anything will do it now for Moke.
One single hit for MAGO, or is moke gonna be
And
victorious?
he's done it!
MAGO, unfortunately, was not able to land that single hit for both rounds.
And Moke is your OzHadou Nationals 15 champion, taking it on the winner's side.
To moke.
And congratulations to MAGO with a valiant effort in second place.
Definitely earning that little bit of points to give him some advantage in going into the Capcom Cup finals. And of course, good effort to all the participants, local and international. And I want to give big thanks and shout outs to all the TOs who've worked so hard. And finally, you guys are seeing the finish line very soon. How do you feel about this weekend?
It's been one of the biggest weekends Australia's ever seen.
I loved it. I did have a bit of a mixed emotions where, like, I've been coming to OzHadou Nationals for about 6 years straight now.
Yeah.
And I've always had fun. I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed thinking about going to OHN as well. And like this OHN, of course, did not fail to do so. And it's been a wonderful experience. I hope all the viewers at home also had some fun with us, watching all those exciting matches, including Street Fighter and all the other fighting games.
I mean, I'm sure plenty of you at home maybe aren't super familiar with the Australian scene, but in the last 6-7 years, we've grown. Where we had our majors 6-7 years ago, we have our monthlies there now. We're at the Hilton. We got 600-700 people here.
Oh yeah, who
And
would have
we've got
thought back
so
in the
many
day we would
people.
have a major tournament in this Hilton Sydney? It's been a wonderful venue and potentially be the future central
I would hope
meetup
so.
place for the FGC as well.
So shout outs once again to all our sponsors. Thank you so much at home for watching. Thank you, Burnout. It's been a pleasure as always
Thank
to
you, Gamera.
commentate with you.
It's been exciting. Thank
And,
you for having me here.
We're just doing the prize giving ceremony as we speak, and we'll be wrapping up very, very soon.
I want to get a medal from Cammy too. Can
What
we
a-
show
You know
show
what?
Cammy on camera?
Let's do it. Let's do some sneaky camera work right now.
Camera walk, boys. All right. So we have the top 3 prize giving ceremony. And I mean, imagine getting a prize from Cammy. I want a prize from Cammy. Cammy, top tier character, giving you trophies. Shout out to Moke for the championship medal and trophy awarded by Cammy herself. Oh my god, top tier Cammy. Yes, and of course, thank you guys all for watching today. Thank you everybody around the world, for the Japanese fans, Korean fans, Taiwan fans of the FGC. Thank you so much. You have been wonderful company with us, and we will see you guys in the next events, wherever we may be. But of course, big thank you and a very humbling moment for the Australian FGC for allowing us this opportunity, really.
Yes.
I mean, this, while like under the shades of the word major event and a very big scale event, it still is a effort that is collectively from the community.
Yes.
So shout outs to everybody who are currently involved in your favorite community, and of course the FGC, especially in Australia. Never be discouraged that your scale of player base or whatever, your internet, everything is so far away, all that stuff. Like, those aside, really, you guys are really blessed to have this kind of event available in your nation, your region. I'm pretty sure there's a local event happening every weekend or weekly, monthly, something
Whether
like that.
you're a stream monster or a world warrior, get amongst it. Get in part of your scene.
Involvement is very special and important for this kind of events to be, fruitful. So we are trying our best ourselves as well to be part of the whole community, and we thank you for being with us this weekend.
And once again, I'm Jarop.
I'm Burnout Fighter.
And it's been a pleasure stream.
That guy is Yusuf.
That's Yusuf. You know him, you love him. This is Yusuf.
He's the secret final boss of OHN. So shout outs to Yusuf also. Tekken boys. Where's my thing? Dang.
That's going to do it for OHN15. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you next year.
다음에 봬요. 안녕히 계세요. Hello. Came in too late, man.